Mic check, testing, 1 2 1 2. Mr. Brad Taylor, can you hear me? Yo. Zaw. No, I don't. I can only hear him on the phone. I can't hear you yet.
Oh, that's done.
Yeah, I can hear myself now.
I got Aiden. I can hear Aiden. That's a solid 10-4.
So we put this one on FX. Here, you hear Brett?
Say something, dude. I can hear you a little bit, yeah.
It's like echoey.
Dude, mine is like super loud.
Hey Brett, say something again.
Yeah, I can hear you. It just,
I guess I
it's
just need
not,
to turn my volume
It's just
up.
not super loud. Say something now, Brett. That's better.
Okay.
Hey, mine's like clipping. My audio is like when I'm talking. Like at the top.
Tip top.
Dude, Brett, this headset sucks. I just don't have the thing. Yeah, that is true.
Or maybe the people that use them don't use them correctly. Yeah, because I gotta run the cameras.
Well, you can stand right there. I can stand right here. I mean, for like replays and stuff. I mean, I don't care. I'm fine with it. Yeah.
I thought that was a better
Yo, Brett, I
idea.
didn't mean it as like an insult or anything, man.
Oh, I did.
But I'm not usually the one responsible with cleaning up
I'm
the
like
headsets.
JJ.
All right. Here.
I figured having the monitor there would be easier. So that
Check. Test. I'm not getting any clip, Aiden. Brett, do you hear a clip?
I hear a clip. Zaw.
Zaw.
Bar.
Aiden's coming in super hot.
I'm coming in hot. Like a fajita.
Let me see. Dude, this doesn't even stay on my head because there's not an earmuff.
None of my transmitters are working.
Transmitters. Starting to tell like that girl from Michigan.
From Michigan. Hey Brett, you should send that new headset that you got up here so that way Aiden can use it instead, because that one's better. Oh, never mind then. Disregard that. I miss Riz.
Alright, I'm going downstairs.
You do that. Slow. Yeah. Ow, this hurts my ear. Za. Mic check, 1, 2. Check.
Defense as an offensive team does. Johnson's going to get the edge. They're going to come up. Oh, he just runs through. Slant route to the bow. That's a tunnel, actually. And Jackson missed tackles there. And Stone St. Clair, what a great sit for him as he scores. Going to be just like that. That might be the determines the game. The ball is low. That's Brock Johnson right into his pocket, coach. Brock Johnson just walks in the end zone. Pull it with the quarterback. He's going to try to bounce, and he's got nowhere to go. He's got an alley. He's got an alley and some speed. He's got to just beat the kicker. When he gets action. He's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. He's there. St. Clair.
Academy, looking to be a great night of football between Westfield Hornets and the Tiftarea Panthers. Trent, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great, Aiden. It's great to be here with you again, this time in good old Tifton, Georgia. Been a couple years since we've been down here, I believe. What?
Yeah, so down here in Chula, Georgia tonight here. Beautiful weather for football. Looks to be a little sunny and 75 tonight. Westfield enters the game today with a 2-1 record. Their last game coming 2 weeks ago against Deerfield Windsor, they took the loss 33-7. But they're looking to bounce back from this bye week. Had an open week last week, so had a little bit extra time to practice and game plan for this tough Tiftarea team. Westfield did play Tiftarea last year.
One-score game.
21-14. So Tiftarea comes into the game today 1-2. Their first game coming a victory via CFCA 14-7. Losing to John Millage their third game 42-7. And Frederica, a 3-point loss, 24-21. So obviously going to be a great matchup between two great football teams, very well coached. Westfield, of course, coached by Coach Chad Campbell. And this is Westfield's upcoming schedule, as you can see right here on the screen. The results of the last three games: Brookwood 44-0, Southwind 28-0, Deerfield 7-33. And they have that open week, which led to this game tonight against Tiftarea. Next week they'll have their homecoming game against FPD.
That'll be a good game.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. And then we got Pinewood, Strong Rock, Cavalry, Brookstone, and end the season off against Paciali of Columbus. So it's looking to be a great schedule of football for the Hornets. Westfield, obviously great coach team. Chad Kimball and his staff done a great job at turning this Westfield program around. And also, this Tiftarea varsity football team head coach, Eric Soliday. Apologize for that. So, although the Tiftarea Panthers do have that 1-2 record, it's kind of overshadowing their play because they play great. Obviously, quarterback Case Jones has been a great player this season for the Panthers, as well as running back Caden Greer, the senior. So last game against Frederick, Case Jones 10 for 21, 247 yards, 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. And then great running game. Seth Royal had 71 rushing yards on 21 attempts and a touchdown to match. Caden Richardson also a touchdown with 13 yards and 6 carries. As well, leading receiver for Tiftarea, Ridley Monk last game, 95 yards, 3 receptions. So, obviously this Tiftarea team, high caliber offense, just got to do a great job of protecting the ball against this tough Westfield line. Obviously great linebackers for Westfield, Carter Black and Thatcher Reddick.
Good old Thatcher.
2 great guys clogging up the middle there for this Westfield defensive core. So, looking to be a great game tonight. We got about 7:45 until kickoff here at the Panther Pit. I believe it is the Tiftarea homecoming game tonight.
Yeah, I can see several Corvettes parked out there on the side, Aiden.
Yeah, looking like a car show up there, Trent.
Yes, sir.
They got cars galore up there. See some Corvettes, some old vintage classic cars down there. But we'll probably see some homecoming festivities before kickoff.
Definitely a homecoming vibe for sure.
So it will be something to see here. I'll be interested to see what they do with those cars that are parked down there in the end zone.
I do believe that they had us scheduled for their homecoming, I believe, not last season, but the season before, I think, too.
Yeah.
So
we'll look a little bit in the region here for Tiftarea. They come in, obviously, with a 1-2 record.
Holy cow.
1-2 record. Their region is obviously with Deerfield, Brookwood, Tiftarea Academy, and Valwood. Deerfield.
Hey, I'm sorry, Aiden. We got somebody just.
We got a guy parachuting down here, man.
Yeah. Holy cow!
I don't know if you guys can see that.
I should have put the camera on that. That's my fault, ladies and gentlemen.
There is a guy on
right there.
A wind
Wow.
seat. Looks to be
Is that game ball guy?
Giant fan seat right there. That's pretty.
That's the game ball being delivered.
So if you guys can see that fan, that's great right there. Obviously, a little homecoming festivities are starting. Teams are coming out. We'll be right back after the break.
That's game ball, sponsored by Georgia Controls.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
And we're live back here again at the Panther Pit, Middle Georgia Sports Network. I'm Aiden Mazingo here with my color commentary, Trent Jackson. Looking to be a great night of football, as we've already said. Homecoming festivities are getting a little bit started. Just had somebody parachute into the field tonight. So that is something that I've never seen before.
Yep.
And obviously something that Trent's never seen before either.
Yeah,
Trent.
my 23 years of age, I've never seen that for high school athletics. So that's a first.
Yeah, for real. It was great. It looked like a little air show out there. Nice to see somebody parachuting into the field.
I almost thought that was Benji Malcolm for a second.
Yeah, for real. Shout out Benji Malcolm wherever you are tonight.
Miss you.
Tiftera's coming out on the field tonight, walking down. Not sure who the captains are, but we'll read a little bit of the offensive stats here.
Looks like all the seniors.
Looks to be about the seniors with this homecoming game. We got a nice crowd out here for Tiftarea tonight. Stadiums are packed, but if you look over to the Westfield side, there is a plethora of fans over there on the bleachers.
Like I always like to say, Hornet Nation travels well.
And it's not really a terrible drive here if you're coming from Perry. It's about an hour 10, hour 15.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're coming from, obviously in the Warner Robins area.
Might add a extra 10 minutes just depending on how busy 75 is.
I know driving down on the way here, Brett Taylor forgot to get gas, so we obviously were delayed a little bit.
Oh, don't you just love getting gas on the way?
Having to get a little gas. Took a little Kit Kat break at the gas station. It was nice to see. But so we got about 3 minutes till kickoff time.
We got that parachute guy taking off again.
The guy with the parachute is taking off across midfield. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is...
Holy cow.
And he's kicking air right now, kicking wind.
As you can see, the Westfield team is very in awe and shocked, but I think they're ready to lock in and
talk about throwing me off my game. That is something that is going to catch my attention every time it's flying across the field.
I don't know if that's legal or not, but we'll allow it for this one time since it's homecoming.
So obviously a little bit more special game tonight for Tiftarea. Look, they have a lot of seniors. A lot of seniors. Looks to be about 12 to 13 seniors on this Tiftarea team.
So over a full starting 11.
Yeah.
Just about.
So we've got about 2.5 minutes till kickoff. Aiden Mazingo here with Trent Jackson on the call tonight here at the Panther Pit in Chula, Georgia. This is Tiftarea's homecoming game against the Westfield Hornets.
How do you spell that, Aiden?
Tiftarea or Chula?
No, yeah.
I believe Chula.
Okay. So now I know for not next year, but the year after.
Also, would like to mention, though, with this game being Chad Campbell's third encounter against the Tiftarea Panthers, he is 2-0 all-time with his record at Westfield against Tiftarea. So
that's right.
Obviously holding a 1,000% winning percentage here, looking to keep that afloat here tonight as he takes on a tough Tiftarea team that is always tough and is going to bring their best.
Definitely with his prior coaching experience, definitely not confirmed, but definitely don't want to count out that he's had experience coaching teams, coaching against teams from this area, considered his Peach County Trojan past. But
yeah, his roots as a head coach, especially a head coach of his caliber, winning multiple state championships at Peach County, obviously are going to factor into rivalry games such as like this, especially down here in South Georgia.
Coaching players like Kieris Jackson as well.
Yeah. So we've got about a minute until kickoff here.
Looks like the Hornets getting ready to run out.
So we'll take a look here at the coaching comparison. Eric Soliday and Chad Kimball. Obviously, Chad Kimball enters today's game with a little bit of a better record, 2-1, as opposed to Soliday's 1-2. Last year, both teams came up short in the semifinals. So obviously looking to repeat the same as last year. Chad Kimball and the Westwood Hornets are ranked 4th currently in the standings, and Eric Soliday and the Tiftarea Panthers are ranked 6th.
We got a little inner Sandman action here, Aiden.
So here we go. Tiftarea Panthers coming out on the field here. So we got about 30 seconds till kickoff here at the Panther Pit. Looking to be a great night of football. If you're tuning in, this is Middle Georgia Sports Network. I'm Aiden Mazingo, my color commentator, Trent Jackson. Looking to be great out here. Ten seconds, and we are ready to play some football here in Chula. I'd also like to give out a shout out to our guys down in Middle Georgia Sport or Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Thrift Behringer and Richard Holdridge.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure getting to work with those guys. Probably somewhere tonight covering a Pachali game.
Did you see Thrift wore his hair down the last couple of days?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Letting it flow, man.
Looks like a lion ready on the prowl. Roar.
So here we go. We got Tiftarea is going to be kicking off. Westwood has elected to receive in the first half.
Yeah, I'm about to mention that. It looked like they won the toss because I saw Tiftarea pointing where they wanted to kick.
So on a kick for the Tiftarea Panthers looks to be number 1. Actually, no, not number 1, excuse me.
Number 5?
Number 5, right? Ridley Monk, who I may also mention, is their leading receiver.
Wow.
With 141 yards, 147 yards receiving and a touchdown.
Oh, number 6.
Number 6, excuse
sorry.
me, number 6.
My apologies.
Number 6, Jackson Reed on a kick. On back to receive for the Westfield Hornets is Brock Johnson. And
good old Brock.
Got a little pooch kick there.
Kick. Oh, got to hop on it.
Ben Holbert going to recover. He's going to stay up, and he's going to get driven back by a wall of Panthers, and that is going to bring it to about the Westfield's own 33, 31, roughly.
Yeah.
So while we're here getting ready for the Westfield offense, take a break. Let's take a look at the offensive stats here for Westfield Hornets. Their offense is averaging around 204 yards passing per game, roughly 120 rushing yards, total offensive yards around 330, with 9 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 0 total turnovers. So hopefully I don't jinx it tonight. And we'll take a look at the starters tonight here. Obviously, the impact players that we're really going to see a lot tonight are QB Brock Johnson, Jackson Hare at running back, and Win Hoots. Ben Holbert going to take a little bit more of a interactive role as their Stone St. Clair did go down with an injury 2 weeks ago to his collarbone. So Ben Holbert obviously looking to step up and make an impact here today.
Hopefully we'll get him back before
First
postseason play.
Brock Johnson, a little play action. He's going to take it up the middle.
Ooh,
He's
hard
already
hit.
brought down hard there, but he gets back up. Brock Johnson brought down hard by Caden Richardson.
Looks like it's going to be a hard-hitting game tonight, Aiden, I will say.
So we'll take a look at that Tiftarea defenses too. Obviously Jackson Parrish, Reed Jackson, Ridley Monk. Ridley Monk's kind of the do-it-all man for this Tiftarea offense, leading the Panthers in receiving yards. So we're looking to see Ridley Monk to be an impact player tonight. So that's your in motion for the Hornets. It's going to be handoff to Jackson Hare. He's going to take it up.
Oh, we got a flag.
A little bit of laundry on the floor, but
might be an
Jackson
offsides.
Hare is going to drive it up. He's going to drive it up first down, but there is a penalty on the field. We're going to take a look, see what the Whitehead has to say. It's going to be a false start penalty on the Hornets, so that run by Jackson Hare is going to be negated. So Jackson Hare, again, obviously, Trent, that impact player that we talked about on this offense, obviously getting a 10-yard carry. Although it's getting called back, it's really an encouragement to see that starting off early.
I think Jackson Hare's stats from last week were kind of overshadowed by, or not last week, the week prior against Deerfield. I think they were kind of overshadowed by, I think, turnovers and 3-and-outs for the Hornets.
Yeah, the Deerfield game, obviously a little tough, not the outcome that Westfield expected. Again, they were playing the defending state champs, but they did get a bye week, an off week, so they got a chance to really improve. Ball tipped off the helmet, and it's going to be intercepted by the Tiftarea Panthers. Intercepted by number 22, Griffin Lee.
Wow.
So obviously a little bit of an unexpected, fortunate events here for the Hornets. Just went off the helmet of one of the offensive linemen. Just an unfortunate thing. Took a little bounce, but great heads-up play by Lee to make that play. Little tip drill.
Yeah.
So that'll bring on the Tiftarea Panthers offense here.
Yeah.
So Tiftarea Panthers offense obviously led by QB number 2, Case Jones, who has about 130 yards passing on the year with 6 interceptions. So obviously ball security is going to be something. Well, actually, never mind. I believe they called the interception dead.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's good for Westfield.
I'm not really quite sure there, but anyways,
I
Brock
missed
Johnson
that.
drives back in the pocket.
I missed that too, Aiden.
Crosses the middle, he finds Win Hoots.
There
Win
you
Hoots
go.
is going to take it, and this guy is one of the fastest guys in the state. This guy might be gone, and Win Hoots is going to take that pass.
And you can put a Hornet 6 on it, baby.
A touchdown.
There we go.
And as Trent just said, that's 6 for the Hornets right there. 6 courtesy via 8. So that is going to put 6 on the board here. Hornets taking an early lead, 6-0, courtesy of that seam pass. Just straight up the middle there. Brock Johnson finding him perfectly there. Win Hoots is just going to take it to the house.
Shout out to Brock for taking advantage of the, well, we all thought it was an interception at first, but they ended up having the ball. So shout out to him for rubbing that off.
And really, Win Hoots is one of the fastest kids in the state. So really, if you get him in an open field situation, as we just saw right there across the middle, he's going to take it to the house.
Yeah, his long legs are going to carry him a long way.
Not a lot of people are going to get him there. So Brock Johnson on for the extra point, and he nails it.
Wow, he drilled that PAT. I mean, I know it was just a PAT, Aiden, but golly.
7-0. So, yeah, Trent, I don't know what happened right there. I guess they called the interception dead. It looked to be a clean interception.
Well, That was I tipped my hat off to Brock and the Westfield offense for just shaking that off, man. Because immediately following that, just bam, dart to win hoot and bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, just a bang play right there, and obviously, as you said, Brock made a great effort to recover from that, and obviously, first play back from the so-called interception was a touchdown, house call there, if you will.
Yeah. And definitely good on Westfield for taking advantage and scoring on this first drive, because I can guarantee you with how close these games have been the last couple years, Westfield and Tiftarea are both going to be eager to score throughout the whole game tonight. Points are going to be very vital.
Absolutely. So on the back to return, we got a little three-man return looking for the Panthers.
Yeah,
number
I see
6,
that.
we got number 6, Reed Jackson, number 24, Tanner Ross, and I believe number 12, Jackson Parrish, excuse me. So Brock Johnson on the kick here for the Hornets.
I'm Brock. I'm trying to put it in the middle.
A little bit of a weird kick here, recovered by Parrish. He's going to fumble it a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's going to pick it up. So Parrish is going to be met by a swarm of Hornets there, and he's going to be brought down just about on their 45. So here comes this Hornet defense. So here comes this Hornet defense, obviously led by Thatcher Reddick. The middle linebacker, really been a great impact player here. The Hornet defense has really been great here. So on for QB, obviously for the Panthers, is Case Jones. And clearly ball security has been a bit of a struggle here for the Panthers. As it's going to be taken up the middle, he's going to be met and brought down.
High snap.
Chap Kendrick with the carry there. So as it's break here, we'll take a look at the Tiftarea starters. Obviously impact players, Case Jones at quarterback, 130 yards passing on the year. 2 tuds, but he does have 6 interceptions, so ball security again. Ridley Monk, leading receiver. Colton Powell, Caden Richardson, all impact players in this offense, mostly led and captained by seniors. So, little two-back.
Hey.
Got a two-back set here, but with a back in motion here, going to be handed off to.
And
going to be handed off to Richardson here, and he's going to be brought down for a first down.
Looks like we're seeing a bit of an old-school play calling too from Tiftarea. QB running over to the sideline and grab the play.
So, clock's going to stay in motion here. As Trent just said, we're seeing a little bit of a little OG throwing it back to the classics here with the QB running back to the coach to retrieve that play. So, two-back set here for the Tiftarea Panthers. Case Jones and shotgun here. Back in motion is going to be handed off to Richardson. He's going to be met, but he's still going to get about 5 yards.
Good solid run.
Westfield defense obviously led by number 7, Thatcher Reddick, the senior. Also, a couple other highlighted guys. Cameron Staines, win hoots again. Had that touchdown on offense. Carter Black, the other middle linebacker pair with Thatcher Reddick. They've just really been a dynamic duo this season here. And also, this Westfield defense is averaging about 42 tackles a game and about 4 or 5 tackles for loss. So really, if you're Coach Campbell, this is really a great encouragement to have your defense be this dominant.
Yeah. And keep in mind, too, even despite it being a loss,
almost got the play here, but Richardson is going to be able to pound through that line. Excuse me, not Richardson. Chap Kendrick, excuse me. Chap Kendrick's going to be able to pound through that line. Maybe pick up a first down.
We're
going to see what the chain says here. It's not going to be a first down. It'll be 3rd and short, probably about 3rd and 2. This Hornet defense is being tested early by this run game of Tiftarea, who is averaging about 140 yards per game, so a little bit more than Westfield's rushing attack. But you got these 2 power backs in the backfield for Tiftarea in Kendrick and Robinson. So Richardson, excuse me. So it's going to be handoff again to Kendrick, and he's just going to take it. They're not going to bring him down, and he's going to just keep pounding that ball.
Strong ball running there.
Exactly. Looking like Nate Frazier out there. Any UGA fans?
Yeah.
Nate Frazier carrying that ball. Obviously well for the UGA Bulldogs.
Maybe a little bit of Southern Statesboro O.J. Arnold out there for the Georgia Southern Eagles. Yada.
So Tiftarea. Tiftera's 1-2 here. So they are above Brookwood in the region. So they are 3rd in the region, just behind Deerfield and Valwood. So shotgun snap. He's going to bobble it. Jones is going to drop the ball, and he's going to be right back on top. Met by number 25, Landon Gillis, the freshman for
Very
Westfield.
good. Very good to see the sense of urgency in the defense to try and pounce on it the best they could.
And really here again, Westfield is looking just to sort out some kinks here. Obviously taking that rough loss to Deerfield, but they did have a bye week, so a little bit of extra time to prepare and kind of game plan for this Tiftarea team who's looking pretty stout right now on offense.
Yeah.
But
And
this
then-
defense of Westfield is likely to adjust.
Oh, yeah.
Shotgun snap. Jones is going to roll out. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it deep. He's looking for Monk, and Monk is going to come up short. Great coverage
No flag.
by Westfield. There is no flag. Monk was calling for one, but he did not get one. Great play by Jack Doster to cover Ridley Monk, who is the leading receiver for this Tiftarea offense. So, again, great throw by Jones. A little bit further behind, but great recovery by Ridley Monk to cover and track that ball. Yeah. But a better play by Jack Doster just to break up the pass.
Yeah, and just to build on what you were saying about that bye week, it's good that Westfield had it when they did because they got to turn around and play this Tiftarea team who's no doubtly going to be a tough team to play.
Jones going to drop back. He's going to drop back, and he's going to be brought down.
Wow.
Big play there.
Past the 50.
Big play there.
Into Tiftarea territory, too.
Big play by Big Sammy McGee. Clogging up the middle there, getting past the line, crossing face, and just making a great play on the quarterback, sacking and bringing down Jones for a loss, and that'll bring up 4th and 14 for the
Definitely
Panthers.
looks like they've shooken off the Deerfield loss, Aiden, I will say
Exactly.
that.
Obviously, those first couple runs by Richardson and Kendrick were great, but once they drop back in the pocket, really this Westfield defensive line has shown why they're so dominant. So Monk on for the punt. It's going to be recovered. It's going to be bobbled, but he gets back on top.
Way
So
to
great
pounce on
recovery
it.
for the Hornets. So John David Lane on the recover there on the punt. So here comes this Westfield offense again. Obviously, their last drive really being just 3 plays for about 70 yards and a touchdown. So you can't really complain with that being your first drive ending up in 6. So, Trent, what do you think this Westfield offense is looking to do on this second drive?
Well, obviously, just a repeat of the first drive, Aiden, but also I think they're going to look to possibly establish the run game now also. I believe I don't think there was a run on that first drive, was there?
There was one run. It did get called back for a penalty, but
Yeah. So I think this drive they might use to turn that run game on a little bit and kind of what we saw on that penalized play, maybe establish a little bit of, Jackson Hare running the ball straight up the gut on the outside. But
yeah, so we're looking to just see, like you said, Trent, the Westfield run game, who has been rather dominant this year, just to see how they play and just see if they can open up the pass a little bit here. But we do know that Brock Johnson, as we saw by that last play, is an accurate quarterback. He's got a pretty good arm. He is only a junior, so he's got another year of development in him. Mm-hmm. And Jackson Hare, with this being his last year, with him being a senior, he's going to bring his all. So a little bit of a different formation here for the Hornets. Yeah. Looks to be a little I formation here. Never mind, empty back, my bad.
empty backfield.
So Brock's going to take it on a keeper.
QB
He's
draw.
going to roll out.
Uh-oh.
He's going to get a few yards. Great blocks there. Win Hoots with a great block.
Wow.
And Brock Johnson is going to take it out of bounds for a first down gain and more. So
Powerful runner Brock Johnson is, man.
Brock Johnson, great runner, but he's also a great thrower. So we'll get a replay of that here. Brock Johnson rolling out, brought down out of bounds for about a 15-yard run here. So Johnson looking great here. Obviously, we were talking about Jackson Hare, but we forgot to mention that Brock Johnson is a very capable runner in himself. So pistol formation here. Pistol formation here for the Hornets. Holbert in motion. It's going to be drop back pass here. A screen pass to Win Hoots, and he is going to get brought down not before getting a gain of about 6 here to bring up 2nd and 4.
And you see, Aiden, that first play of this drive, that's exactly what I was talking about too. Just establishing the run game, and not just with Jackson Hare, but also with Brock Johnson as well. Just a solid run on that first play by Brock Johnson.
Yeah, so we're going to replay that here, that little tonal screen here looking to Win Hoots. Win Hoots about got free here, but again, Trent, we know what happens if Win Hoots gets free.
Oh, yeah, we do.
It's a house call.
He's not just gone. He's gone.
So it's
got another QB draw
another QB
here.
keeper from Brock Johnson looking to pick up the first down, and I believe he does.
Yes, he does.
So that is a good sign for the Hornets. So it is now 1st and 10 for the Westfield Hornets.
And this is what you gotta love too, Aiden, about the Westfield offense is other than that first drive, they are slowly but surely moving the ball efficiently. So they are not scoring too quickly and not taking a lot of time off the clock. They're moving the ball efficiently and taking time off the clock and eventually scoring.
So shotgun pass. It's going to be passed to Winhoots. It's going to be dropped.
Right out of his hands.
A little bit unfortunate situation there for Winhoots, but that brings up 2nd and 10 for the Hornets. And really, if you're right there, you gotta get your hands on that one, Winhoot. But
yeah, I think Winhoots was definitely wishing he had that one back.
Great play. But we know that the Westfield team can recover from adversity with that drop pass. So entering the game now is John David Lane down there in the slot for the Hornets. So empty backfield, Jackson Hare in motion. Brock Johnson takes the snap. It's going to be another draw, and he's going to pick it up and maybe some more. Brings it around the edge, brought down by Ridley Monk. So Brock Johnson, maybe another first down run. It looked to be. I believe the referee is going to signal a first down. So really get a look at that run again here. Brock Johnson, great blocking there by the Westfield line. Jackson Hare, that great back block there to drive that defender out.
Yeah.
To pick up that first down.
Just noticing Aiden on that last run. It looks like a little bit of sand or dirt in the grass tonight. It looks like it got kicked up as he was moving his feet. I don't know what that is.
Turn into the Dust Bowl out here, man.
Yeah, Dust Bowl.
So 3 out wide for the Westfield Hornets. Jackson Hare is going to take the run here. He's going to bounce it outside, and he's going to get an edge.
He's going to have
fighting
a
off
first
a man. And as Trent said, first down for the Hornets again. Jackson Hare getting started. Of course, a little bit short field situation here, but he's going to pick up about 12, 13 yards. So Westfield here on Tiftera's roughly 22, 23, looking to put another 6 in the end zone here and build this lead early on.
Yeah, definitely want to establish that lead early, too, against an area like a team like Tiftarea. You never know what's going to happen in the second half of a ball game.
So might see we got a man in motion here, and going to be a timeout, Coach Campbell. So that'll be a timeout for the Hornets. And we will take a timeout with them. We'll be right back on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
And we're back. Middle Georgia Sports Network. Aiden Mazingo, my partner Trent Jackson here at the Panther Pit.
Yes,
Westfield built an early lead up 7-0, courtesy of a touchdown pass to Brock Johnson and Win Hoots. The Brock Johnson-Win Hoots connection already starting early here. Westfield Hornets up 7-0, looking to put another one in the end zone here on Tiftera's 23. So their offense has gotten established early here. Obviously, Westfield had that open week last week after getting that loss
Much
to
needed
Deerfield.
rest.
So we got a little triangle look here to the left. Probably going to see a rollout. No, it's just going to be a handoff to Jackson Hare. He's going to get a lot of room here. He might take it, but he's going to get brought down by a wall of Panthers, and that's going to be close to a first down. Probably bring up around 2nd and 1. Great run by Jackson Hare.
They're giving him the first down.
So that'll bring up 1st and goal for the Hornets here on Tiftera's 10.
And as you can see, just look at how versatile Jackson Hare is, man, on the replay. Just an all-around, just great running back. Very solid, strong, and fast.
Got about 315 yards rushing on the season here with 2 touchdowns to match. And he's going to take it. He's going to bounce it up. Tackler missed. So he's going to recover from that broken tackle. He's going to take it up for about a gain of 2 or 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Hornets.
In the red zone, by the way.
Really got to give a shout out to Tiftarea, man. This is a nice press box.
Yeah.
One of the finest in the land, if you will.
Definitely made a couple of renovations in the area, too, since a couple years ago. Wouldn't you say, Aiden?
Yeah.
Just from what I've noticed. Maybe it's just because it's been 2 years, but.
Really nice, though. Well, I'll just say they have a really nice bathroom.
Yeah.
It's air conditioned. It's nice in there, man. I'm telling you.
But at the end of the day, nothing beats the Hornet Nest.
So it's going to be a halfback toss to Win Hoots. He's going to take it wide. And he's going to get in for a touchdown.
Put a Hornet 6 on it.
That is 6 for the Hornets there. And the second touchdown for Win Hoots today. 1 on the ground, 1 in the air. So Win Hoots has got 2. We'll see that replay again. He bounces it outside. Looks to be walled up there and stalled, but he powers through and puts it in the back. And that's 6 for the Hornets, and they take a 13-0 lead. So they're going to get an extra point attempt here from Brock Johnson. And Brock Johnson is going to get ready to punt it in here. So snap is up. Kick is up, and it is no good. So that is going to be a missed extra point for Brock Johnson. 13-0. Roughly 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter of action. So we will like to remind you at the end of this quarter, we will get a sideline report from our sideline guy, Kyle Tucker. So he's joining us today for our sideline report at the end of this quarter. He'll give us his insight. So 13-0 for Tiftarea, or for Westfield, excuse me. So this Tiftarea offense has really been stalled by this Westfield defense this quarter. Westfield getting started off with a dominant first quarter. 2 touchdowns courtesy of Win Hoots. 1 on the rush, 1 on the catch. So
doing
Brock Johnson on to kick for the Hornets. On back to receive for the Panthers, obviously, is Ridley Monk.
Still that 3 deep
and Griffin
return.
Lee. So Johnson. A little bit of a weird kick here. It's going to be a
it's going to get in the end zone. Okay.
So it's going to be a touchback. So that'll bring it up to the 20 for the Tiftarea Panthers.
If you were the return man for Tiftarea there, you were definitely hoping that it was going to bounce out of bounds. But
yeah.
Good kick by Brock Johnson there, though.
Yeah, great kick by Johnson. Gets past that back line of defenders and brings back to the end zone on Tiftarea's own 20 here. So, Trent, obviously Tiftarea has struggled a little bit passing the ball this game, but they've run the ball. If you're Tiftarea, what's your approach here?
I think just from what we saw in the glimpse on that first drive, I'd say stick to the run game if you're Tiftarea, man. They looked like they were showing promising signs, but it looked like they were trying to show different.
And that's exactly what they're gonna do. Chap Kendrick is gonna take that run for about 15, 20 yards. That guy is a horse with the ball in his hands. Really tough to bring him down. Just a big guy, and he's just driving. Whenever he gets the ball, like if you're going for his legs, if you just saw there, they're bouncing off his legs.
You got to go for the ankles, wrap his ankles. But yeah, Aiden, just of what I was gonna say in about like more than one sentence, just keep running the ball.
Yeah.
And then pass whenever you think Westfield would least expect it, I think.
Really, the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But also, you got to be careful that you don't just fully commit to the run here. As Jones drops back, he's going to throw it across the middle. Almost intercepted by the Hornets.
Hit.
So Jones is going to go down to the back. There is a flag.
Looks like we might have a late hit.
Maybe
on the QB.
a rough in the pass. Oh, no, it's going to be holding on the Panthers.
Okay.
So that'll put the Panthers back 5 yards.
That was my fault. I saw the QB on the ground, so I instantly thought rough in the passer as well.
It's all right, Trent. So that'll bring up about 4th and 15, or 1st and 15, 1st and 20, excuse me, for the Tiftarea Panthers.
Yeah.
But that pass was almost picked off by the Hornets.
Kind of looked like it may have been a little rushed, Aiden there, and he was his intended target too. I forget who it was. He was well covered by the Westfield secondary.
Yeah, he did have pressure, courtesy of Sammy McGee and Drew Keller. Oh, bad snap, early snap. So it's going to be
false start.
Called a dead ball. It's going to be a dead ball called, and it's going to be a false start.
So add on 5 more yards then, Aiden. Shoot.
This drive it's really just been a series of unfortunate events for the Panthers. Seen a
Yeah.
lot of yellow laundry on the field.
Definitely, if you're Tiftarea wanting to bounce back from going 3 and out the first drive, definitely not a good start on this drive, and it's still first down.
15 yards of penalties just this drive alone. So Jones is going to be in shotgun here. He's going to snap it, going to throw it wide. Screen pass. He's going to take it. He's going to be brought down after about a gain of 5 or 6. So Jackson Parrish with the reception. So Jones comes out, gives the play to the Panthers. This Hornet defense has remained stout on this drive.
But don't break.
So we got trips on the right for the Panthers. So it's going to be man in motion here.
Oh, he dropped
Jones
the ball.
drops the ball, but he's going to pick it up and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be bobbled again.
Wow.
So that is going to be an incomplete pass.
Looks like a little bit of miscommunication here, Aiden.
Yeah, exactly. And this drive has really just kind of spiraled out of control here, as we'll see on this replay. Jones bobbled the snap a little bit, tried to get it away, almost came up with the reception. Parrish almost came up with the reception, but drop pass, and that'll bring up 3rd and long. So re-entering the game for the Panthers is that running back tandem of Richardson and Kendrick.
And again, Aiden, just to mention it, just the old school style of play calling here on this Tiftarea offense, just, I'm sorry, man, I'm fascinated.
So Kendrick is going to be up as an extra blocker here. Monk in motion. Jones is going to drop back in the pocket. He's going to pass it wide, and it's going to be dropped. It's going to be dropped. And, of course, a little bit of the Tiftarea fans are getting a little bit upset about that. Jack Doster with a little bit of a late hit, but it was a momentum carry there.
Yeah.
So that'll bring on the punter for Tiftarea, Riley Monk. Again, really, Monk has been the do-it-all guy.
Parents wanting a flag on that last play, Aiden.
Yeah,
you know,
but you can't really do anything there. His momentum's carrying him.
Yeah.
Really, like all you can do is just lay on the ground. But really, if you're just running, you're going to just fall into somebody. On the back to receive for the Hornets is Ben Holbert. So Monk, Ben Holbert's going to call for a fair catch.
Good catch.
And great punt, about 30 yards for Monk. That'll bring on this Westfield offense. Got a minute, roughly a little bit over a minute left to go. Remind you again that Kyle Tucker, our great sideline analyst, is going to be bringing our sideline report at the end of this
62.
quarter.
There we go.
So
with
Kyle
the
Tucker,
graphic.
our sideline reporter. Always a pleasure to be able to serve alongside him. He'll provide his insight on what he sees down there on the sideline at the end of this quarter when we go to the break.
Believe I'm coaching against him tomorrow, Aiden, at good old Victory Sports Soccer.
So Westfield back in the pocket. Jackson Harris going to fake it on the handoff. Johnson's going to keep it, and he's going to run through that defender, and he's going to call his shot first down there for the Hornets.
Look at the power.
So we'll see that replay here. Brock Johnson.
He just trucked the defender.
Griffin Lee really tried to do his best. Good attempt from Griffin Lee. Just Brock Johnson is just going to lower his head.
Boom.
And just work him. Workhorse back as a quarterback for the Hornets.
If you saw the beginning of the run, he had all 3 of those defenders that were in front of him originally fooled.
So we got 30 seconds left here. 2 side of the right. We might see a screen pass. Nope, we're not. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson Harris. He's going to take it up.
There you go, Jackson.
He's going to get brought down. And that will probably spell the end of the first quarter for the Westfield Hornets. Actually, nope. There's going to be a timeout call from Coach Campbell. Yeah, another timeout for the Westfield Hornets and Coach Chad Campbell.
No, I think.
So that will be the second timeout used by the Hornets. Oh, never mind. He is not going to use timeout. Apologies here. There was a premature clock stoppage here. So at the end of this quarter, we've got 2 seconds left. We'll be going down to our sideline reporter, Kyle Tucker. He's going to be providing his insight on what he is seeing of this first quarter of action. So Kyle Tucker, our sideline reporter, is going to provide his insight on the first quarter. So we're going to send it down to Kyle. Kyle?
Hey, good evening, guys. We're down here at the Panther Pit in Chula, Georgia. The Hornets find themselves up 13-0. They've been fortunate. An interception that wasn't and then a muffed kickoff return. They were able to recover, and they're up 13-0. A nice turn of events compared to the last game against Deerfield Windsor. Guys, the population of Chula, if you don't know, is 2,200. And based on my guesstimate of everybody that's here, I think the totals include all the gnats that are down here on the sideline. So count yourselves lucky up there in the press box. Back to you, Aiden and Trent.
Thank you, Kyle, for that sideline report. I know it's a war zone down there with those gnats, man. They were getting at me. They were getting at me during setup, man. I'm not gonna lie. They are buggers for sure.
Yeah.
So
fall's coming soon, though.
Westfield here on Tiftera's 38, excuse me. It's going to be a halfback toss to Jackson Hare. He's going to take it up.
There you go, Jackson.
Wrestled out of bounds there for about
strong running.
A gain of 8. So that'll bring up about 2nd and 3 for the Westfield Hornet offense.
Strong running from this Westfield offense so far, Aiden. After they established the pass game, that first drive, been a heavy dose of the Westfield run so far.
Exactly, yeah. This Westfield offense has been very great and very effective at running the ball here, excuse me. So it's going to be single back look here for the Hornets. Jackson here in the backfield with Brock Johnson in shotgun. Man in motion, Ben Holbert. It's going to be a rollout. Johnson's going to be brought down.
That might be a...
Brock Johnson is going to be brought down. Incomplete pass. So great rush there from the Tiftarea Panthers. Chap Kendrick made a great play there for the Westfield Hornets.
Get on Brock Johnson for not getting called for intentional grounding there. Definitely a possibility in that kind of play in any given circumstance, but looks like we got a little bit of train action over there.
Hear the whistle of the train here tonight here at the Panther Pit. Great night for football.
Just like this Westfield offense.
Great night for football. 3rd and 4 here for the Westfield Hornets.
Going to hit a timeout here.
Be a timeout here for the Tiftarea Panthers. And Coach Eric Soliday going to call a timeout and gather his troops and talk it over. So if you're Westfield here, 3rd and 4, you're really just looking to punch in that first down. Probably going to see a ground attack here if it were just me. But again, I'm not the coach. I can't really make the play call. But if it were up to me, I'd just pound the middle here.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see a screen, though, Aiden, also.
We may see that.
It has been effective for this Westfield offense so far tonight. So would not be a complete surprise to see a pass.
Yeah.
Because of how effective we've been.
We may see that. Westfield does utilize the screen passes a lot. Obviously, the first game against Brookwood, they had 3 or 4 touchdowns just on that little tunnel screen they run to the side.
Yeah.
And they mismatch the man, get a blocker out in front, and it's a house call.
Yeah, all around, they had touchdowns in every sort of way in their first game in that route of Brookwood. So
we got Soliday talking with his troops, if you will, just to figure out what he's going to do. 3rd and 4 here for the Hornets. We got trips left here. Trips left for the Hornets here. Brock Johnson in shotgun. Jackson here to his left. Molina in motion. Snap is up. Brock Johnson takes. He's going to take it to the left. He's going to roll out. He's going to find Skinner. Skinner's going to stay up, and he's going to get a first down.
Wow.
So great play by Skinner on the Westfield Hornets offense.
And it looked like at first,
Sorry, not Skinner.
it looked like he was going to get looks like he was going to get tackled behind the marker.
So Sheldon Benton looked to be, as Trent said, brought down, but he evades that first tackler and picks up a first down for the Westfield Hornets.
Chugga, 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 choo, choo. And goes the Westfield offense.
So, again, great night for football tonight. About sunny and 80 here. Holbert in motion here. It's going to be a handoff. Almost blown up there. Johnson's going to keep it on the handoff. Looked to be a read, so he just held on to it.
Yeah, I don't think he knew what he wanted to do with that there, Aiden.
So we'll see on that replay here. You can see that. That interior lineman just break through that line, and Johnson's going to hold on to it and just keep it for about a gain of 1.
He definitely pulled it out.
So that mesh was messed up by the penetration there. So it's 2nd and 10 here. No gain on that run here from Brock Johnson. So So it's going to be a different formation here. Trips right for the Hornets. Single back, Jackson here. Johnson's going to drop back. He's going to find Hoots, and Hoots is going to not make the catch. Unfortunately, when Hoots came up, looked to be with the catch, but he bobbled it on the way down. So great job tracking the ball. Great ball placement from Brock Johnson. So it's going to be a 3rd and 10 for the Hornets.
Very unfortunate there for Win Hoots.
No catch there. So 3rd and 10 there for the Hornets. We're probably going to see a pass here. This is not outside of Brock Johnson's range as a field goal kicker. During warmups, he was nailing them from about 43, 44. So it's not necessarily out of Brock Johnson's range, but we're probably going to see a pass here, and we do. Brings on a rush. He's going to find Hoots, and Hoots is going to roll it out wide.
Ooh.
Brought down. So that'll bring up 4th and short. We may see a field goal here from Brock Johnson. I don't know what Coach Campbell is going to call here.
Wouldn't be surprised to see us go for it here, though, as well, Aiden. Considering how deep we are in the Tiftarea territory, definitely not out of Coach Campbell's playbook to go for it here. But
so Westfield, obviously, they're going to go for it here. They are in Tiftera's territory. Chad Campbell is an aggressive play caller on offense, but it is 4th and 7. So curious to see how Westfield does here. Westfield is going to be in shotgun. Brock Johnson, Win Hoots in motion. 4th and 7 here for the Hornets. Johnson drives back in the pocket. He's going to go. Oh! Just missed him.
Right through his hands.
Going to be an incomplete pass there. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. And that's a turnover on downs for the Hornets, and that'll bring up this Panthers offense, who has really been rather dormant here in this first half, looking to get something started. Obviously, as we've mentioned, they've had a great rushing attack, but it's just the passing has just been a little bit of a struggle for them.
Well, on the bright side, Aiden, look at it this way. They have the ball behind the 25, Tifterea's own 25. So in a way, that was the worst case scenario, which actually isn't too bad.
So Greer's going to go up in motion here for the Hornets. We got a Wildcat here.
Oh.
And he's going to take it. Carmelo.
It's going to take multiple Hornets to bring him down.
Carmelo Reddick in on the Wildcat here for the Panthers. So
good solid run there.
Great play call there from Coach Soliday. It's going to pick up a first down for the Hornets. We'll see that replay there from Reddick. Reddick just takes that snap, gets great blocks, hits the hole, and picks up a gain of 10. So Reddick seems to be taking over for Jones as quarterback here. So not a Wildcat. So probably a Wildcat look here just to throw off this Westfield defense and to keep them on their toes.
I want to say maybe to help establish their run game.
So Greer's going to go in motion here. And Reddick is going to take it again. And he's going to find a hole. And he's going to be tough to bring down. Reddick is a shifty ball carrier.
And now if you're Tiftarea, you look like you might have found your rhythm here. With this run game.
We'll see it again here. Reddick takes it up, and obviously he's shifty, man. He is going to be a tough ball carrier to bring down. Yeah. He's great with the ball in his hands. As we just saw in that last run, picks up about 15 on the run there.
So I'm looking on this roster, Aiden, and so Carmelo is a starting wide receiver. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So it looks like he's made
they got him in at quarterback
quick transition to quarterback.
But he's going to take it again on the run. He's going to take it out wide. Again, he's going to be a tough guy to bring down. Jukes out a defender. And he's going to pick up close to a first down, so it'll be about 2nd and 3. Reddick, great ball carrier, man. Really just a shifty guy.
Yeah.
Great with the ball in his hands. Just got great vision.
Yeah, this is definitely turned into just a run the ball scenario for Tiftarea, Aiden.
Yeah.
Doesn't even look like they were going to attempt to fake a pass, pump fake, nothing.
And really, if you're Westfield here, you just got to focus on staying home on your tackling, not trying to do too much. Obviously, you know you have a threat in Carmelo Reddick.
Runner.
Carmelo Reddick is a threat as a ball carrier. He's going to take it again.
Up the gut.
And again, he's going to pick up a first down. That's his 3rd first down of the drive as the Wildcat quarterback. So Reddick is going to go take the play call again to Coach Soliday. That's going to be another Panther first down. That's the 3rd of this drive, and that is the most the Panthers have had this first half in terms of first downs per offensive possession. Yeah. So Reddick's going to come out and give his play to his fellow troops, and they're going to go ahead and break out.
Momentum is definitely shifting for Tiftarea in their favor, of
So
course.
Case Jones, the quarterback, is on the bench right now.
Is he, do you have a visual on him?
He's going to take it.
Oh.
Reddick is going to take it, and he's going to be brought down. He got past Jack Doster for another first down, and that's going to put them in the red zone here. The Panthers are now at 1st and goal. So, Trent, here, obviously, if you're Coach Soliday, this has got to be a great sign, especially after that rather dormant first period.
Yeah, definitely, Aiden. It sounds like they're finding their rhythm. They're finding out that they can just run the ball straight up the gut here with Carmelo, and it just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. They've just found a rhythm, Aiden.
Exactly, man. And you can definitely see here. He's
and
going
he
to bobble the
ball.
snap, but he's going to stay up. And obviously,
He's gonna
again,
lose a few yards there.
he couldn't really get his footing there and really kind of get his footwork going. So he's going to get brought back on the snap for about a loss, about 5. So we'll see again here. The snap just got away from him a little low.
Yeah. Way to recover it quickly, though.
Reddick gets on top, falls back. So now,
Yeah. Definitely a sigh of relief there if you're Westfield.
Seth Royal is going to come in for Seth Royal is going to come in for the Panthers, excuse me. So he's going to take Reddick's place in the Wildcat formation here. Seth Royal had a great game against Frederica, 70 yards rushing and a touchdown. So Royal's going to take it wide. He's going to get a man. And he's going to be tripped up by Jack Doster. But that's still a positive game for Seth Royal.
Tackle by number 4, Jack Doster.
And Seth Royal had a great game against Frederica, 71 rushing yards and a touchdown last game for the Panthers. So we're seeing he's continuing that dominant running threat here in the first half of this game against Westfield.
Yeah, got past the original line of scrimmage there, Aiden.
Yeah, it's a great play. So he will stay as the Wildcat guy for the Panthers. He's going to send Richardson in motion. And Royal is going to take it inside, and he's met by Thatcher Reddick.
And by a swarm of Hornets there, no pun intended.
So Thatcher Reddick is going to really be the first guy to meet Royal at the line here. If you see it again, he hits the gut, but Thatcher Reddick's there to meet him. And he brings him down, so that will be 4th and 6, and we'll probably see the Panthers go for it.
Yeah. Hey, Aiden, compliment to Thatcher Reddick here. He is just a heat-seeking missile on defense.
Absolutely. He's really just seeing red. Like he's gonna see ball, hit ball.
Oh, yeah.
So
Couldn't have said that any better.
4th and 6 here. We may see a bit of play action look here for the Panthers. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just see what they do here. There's going to be a timeout call from Coach Campbell.
Smart timeout by Campbell here.
4 minutes, 6 left in the second quarter. We're here at the Panther Pit in Chula, Georgia.
Chula, Georgia.
4:05, 4:06 left to go in this first half of football. Been a great night for football. Great weather. Really couldn't ask for a better atmosphere. So that is the second timeout used. That is the second timeout used by the Hornets tonight. One remaining.
Now, Aiden, if you're Westfield here, keeping them holding Tiftarea scoreless to end this half, regardless if we get the ball back and score with whatever time we have left, I consider that a successful first half for the Hornets if you're Westfield and if you're Coach Campbell.
Absolutely. Especially like you just want to really establish your footing. As we mentioned countless times throughout the game tonight, they took that tough loss to Deerfield 2 weeks ago, and they had that open week to prepare.
Yeah.
So they had that open week to prepare, really just to get their footing underneath them and get their confidence back. Obviously, losing Stone St. Clair for this Westfield offense has been crucial because he has been an impactful receiver for this Hornet offense. But as they say, next man up, and really this Westfield offense has done a great job at filling in the gaps of Stone St. Clair's absence.
Couldn't have said that any better myself, Aiden.
So now Jones is going to re-enter as quarterback. We'll probably see a pass here. Monk in motion.
Got 3 quarterback rotation here from Tiftarea
So
tonight.
Jones, he's got a man. He's going to float it to the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. And there is the tarp back there. So we may have lost that play a little bit on the replay, but Jones we're blocked out by a lot of people in the press box. It is crowded up here, but we will give it to you the best that we saw it. So Jones dropped back in the pocket, and he lobbed it towards the corner of the left end of the end zone to Monk, and it just came up short, and that's going to bring up a turnover on downs and a 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Yeah, as Aiden said, we're at max capacity up here in this press box. Although I will say, Aiden, I do like the peace and quiet, though. Everybody except us seems to kind of be a little calm, quiet, not talking as much.
So Brock Johnson, we may see the Hornets get a little bit aggressive here, just to put something on the board here to end this first half. Ben Holbert's going to come from the reception.
Good catch.
And he's going to be brought down.
Forward progress is going to stop him there past the 15, maybe 16, 17.
He's going to be brought down after again about 4 or 5. So that will not stop the clock. 3:30 left in this first half of football. Westfield does have 1 timeout left, Tiftarea, with 2 remaining.
I think if you're Westfield here, Aiden, I think driving the ball and just taking time off the clock and maybe either walking off this half with a field goal maybe is best case or worst case scenario maybe. But holding Tiftarea scoreless, though, is definitely a good idea.
So Johnson's going to take it, hand it off to Hare. Hare's going to push his lineman, but he's going to get wide.
There you go, Jackson.
He's going to stiff our guy. He's going to fall with him. He's going to go out of bounds. That will stop the clock. 3:04 left to go in this first half. Hare, just an aggressive runner.
Hey, and also, while I just thought about this, we have not had a single penalty, I believe, since that first penalty that called back Jackson Hare, right?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Very clean game from both squads so far tonight. You got to love that.
Other than that last drive that Tiftarea had where it was just penalties galore, it was just yellow, yellow, yellow just about every snap, they really have recovered well. And as you said, Westfield hasn't really had any trouble with the penalties tonight.
Yeah.
So Johnson's going to be back at shotgun here. We got a little bit weird set. Holbert in motion. Man in motion here, handoff to Jackson Hare. Hare's going to take it wide.
Go, Jackson.
And he's going to get some room here, room to run.
Get out of bounds.
And he's going to go down. Out of bounds. Tackled by Jackson Parrish. So Hare, we'll see again on this replay, just bounces it out. Just gets off defenders. Reminds me, reminiscent of Nick Chubb. The way defenders just bounce off him when they try to tackle him.
Might just be a little bit of me there, Aiden, in my opinion, but it looked like a little bit of late contact too as well. But then again, just let the kids play tonight.
So we got a little bit under 2 minutes left, or 3 minutes left, excuse me, to go in this first half of football. Molina in motion for the Hornets. We may see the Westfield Hornets take a bit of an aggressive approach here to put something on the board. It's going to be another read handoff to Jackson Hare. He's going to take a tumble. So the Turf Monster strikes again with another victim. So it was a little read there from Johnson. So he did not keep it. He handed it off to Jackson Hare. And just an unfortunate tumble there. Hare, other than that, just a little stumble right there. He's really been dominant tonight for the Hornets.
Yeah. I mean, hey, also with this heavy dose of Westfield, the Westfield run game so far, Aiden, wouldn't be surprised to see Tiftarea start taking their time out soon.
Absolutely. So Johnson's going to drop back in the pocket. He's going to just sling it deep to Hoots. Hoots is going to track that, and there's no call. No call. There's no call there.
They were
great defense. Great defense there from Monk to cover Hoots. A little bit of an underthrown pass from Johnson. Obviously, he just slung it up there. One-on-one ball there.
That was good on Hoots.
Win Hoots trying to make a great play there, but obviously better coverage from Monk there. So you got to give your hats off.
Well, that was good on Hoots, though, Aiden, to make sure that that didn't turn into an interception. Because it very easily could have, as you saw, Monk had one hand out.
Absolutely. That's a great play from Monk there to cover. But we will remind you, at the end of this half, we will go down again to our wonderful sideline reporter, Kyle Tuckers. And he will give his insight on what he's seen in this first half. Johnson drop back in the pocket here. He's going to find Hoots. Hoots is going to catch it here. Hoots is going to keep it.
There he goes, Aiden. There goes that man.
Tough to bring him down, and he is going to be brought down. Great play from Brock Johnson.
Wow.
The Hoots and Johnson connection is hot tonight.
It
so
is
you see on this replay here, Johnson drops back, finds Hoots. Hoots bounces off a defender, and he just keeps going.
Just what a catch by Win Hoots, Aiden. I mean, all-around athlete all over the field, offense and defense.
Absolutely. You know, he did have that drop earlier on in the first quarter, but he has recovered greatly from it. He has recovered greatly from that drop in the first quarter. So we got a minute 45. Clock is ticking here for the Hornets. 1 timeout remaining for Coach Campbell and the Hornets. Brock Johnson's going to be in shotgun here. Got 3 trips left. It's going to be handoff to Jackson Hare. He's going to take it wide. There's going to be laundry.
Speaking of the devil,
So,
Aiden.
The no penalty streak is going to be sent to an end on a holding call.
I'm so sorry, Hornet Nation. I jinxed it. As Brett Taylor just told me in my headset, I will keep my mouth shut on penalties for the rest of the
That'll be a flag, a holding penalty on the Hornets, and that'll bring him back to about 1st and 15.
Yeah. Very, very unfortunate there.
So again, we would like to remind you, we will hear, from our wonderful sideline reporter, Kyle Tucker, at the end of this half. Provided us a great insight in the first quarter. So looking forward to what he has to say as he is going to give his view on what he's seen on that sideline. So Brock Johnson's going to drop back, going to find Hare. So Jackson Hare is going to come up short, dropping that pass. Really a gimme there.
Yeah,
could have picked up about 15 yards on that reception.
I mean, Aiden, you just got to catch that, man. That all day, every day. That's nothing on Jackson Hare there, but
so really,
have that.
Like you said, that was a great play from Jackson Hare. Just obviously, sometimes it just doesn't go your way in terms of receiving, but really, like you said, that's really a gimme ball there. You got to have those.
Yeah.
So Johnson's going to drop back in the pocket. He is going to evade,
scramble,
but he's just going to get brought down. Really not much he could do there.
Yeah.
So he's just going to run into the people. Yeah. He ran to the crowd.
Got back to the line of scrimmage there at the bare minimum, but still, though. Yeah. Approaching under a minute here left in this first half, and it looks like Westfield Aiden is just trying to hold on here just to get into the locker room. Might see one more attempt, maybe considering the amount of time left. We might see one more shot at a score here, but wouldn't be surprised if they just try and take it to the
Johnson's going to drop back. He's just going to find Hoots. Hoots is going to be one-on-one. Tries to make the play, but he's covered well.
Good coverage there by Tiftarea.
The Panthers have really done a great job at covering when Hoots one-on-one. Ridley Monk on that coverage, and Jackson Reed on the... So, Kyle Tucker will be giving us his halftime report. I would send him a text and let him know, but I don't have his number that he is going to be giving his report.
Should be the Hornets' first punt for the Panthers, number 5, Ridley Monk.
So Ridley Monk on him received the punt for the Panthers.
Yeah. Just a reminder, though, Tiftarea does get the ball to start the second half. Good punt by Brock, and it just bounces right into the end zone.
So we got about 20, a little bit over 25 seconds left to go in this first half of football.
And as Brett Taylor just mentioned right now, the clock did not run on that play, so very questionable to the game clock operator as to what he's doing down there.
So the Panthers will come on. We'll probably just see a knee here, but you never know. This Panthers offense has really been a bag full of tricks here. Obviously ran Wildcat on that last possession, and really have just been unpredictable in the second quarter. So it's going to be snapped to Jones. He's going to hand it off to Richardson. Almost lost it on the snap.
And just a swarm of Hornets there, though.
So almost lost the snap there. Richardson did on the handoff.
And I think they're comfortable with taking it to halftime as well now, Aiden.
So that's about, as the clock is winding down here in the first half, we're going to send, at the end of this half, we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Kyle Tucker. He'll give his insight on how the first half is going. So, great half of football here at the Panther Pit here. The Hornets lead 13-0. We're going to head it down to Kyle Tucker, and he's going to give his sideline analysis. Kyle?
That's the first half. 13 Hornets, Panthers 0. we were unfortunate not to have any footage on the Panthers prior to this game, but according to a local source, tonight is the first night the Panthers have used that dual threat quarterback attack, talking about number 2, Case Jones, and number 13, Carmelo Reddick. They're using that dual threat attack for the first time this season tonight. But so far, the Hornets have staved off any scores. It's 13-0 Hornets, and we'll see how it goes in the second half. We got homecoming for the Tiftarea Panthers up next. Back to you guys.
So, Kyle, great insight there. Obviously, we did see that 2-quarterback look for the Panthers, looking little shades of James Madison University, if anybody is a Dukes fan. They run that 2-quarterback look here.
I am not a James Madison Dukes.
It has been a great first half of football here for the Westfield Hornets. 13-0 they lead. Obviously, they missed that extra point in the first quarter, but it has been rather encouraging
like
for the Westfield Hornets, given that off-week loss, or previous week loss to Deerfield, excuse me. So they had that week to prepare and get a little bit of extra preparation for the Hornets. So,
looks like we got some homecoming activities.
Aiden Mazingo, Trent Jackson here at the Panther Pit. We will see you guys after the break for second half coverage here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What did Brett just say?
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Lindsay is riding on a
about a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
So it's been a great first half of football here, here in Chula, Georgia. Getting a little bit of the outside view of Tiftarea Academy. Chula, Georgia, obviously is a great town, founded in 1905. But as you can see right here, a great agricultural town, great agricultural background, especially down here at Tiftarea Academy. Got a lot of strong country boys here on this football team, and it's evident tonight as this Tiftarea rushing attack has really been rather dominant. As on the other side of the panel, we got Westfield coming out of Perry, Georgia. Really have put in a great effort of first half football. Brock Johnson's done a great job. Has 2 touchdowns. 1 touchdown, actually, I think. 1 pass touchdown to Winhoots. Winhoots has both the touchdowns today for the Hornets. 1 on the ground and 1 on the air with the reception. So, Trent, obviously a great first half of football. What do you think the Hornets are looking to do in the second half?
So, just based off of how that last drive went, Aiden, what I would say is their offense is, I don't want to say they have a rhythm going or they had a rhythm going at the end of the half, but they were definitely still moving the ball because we got past the 50. We got into Tiftarea territory. The Westfield got into Tiftarea territory there at the end of the first half. But I think what Westfield has to focus on in the second half is, because it happened on the previous drive offensively too, is Westfield needs to finish the drive instead of stalling out.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Need to come away with points, whether that comes in the form of a field goal or it comes in the form of 6-7 points.
Yeah. So, as you said with Westfield, obviously their offense has been pretty good, but obviously as the first half kind of winded down, like you said, they did have a trouble of finishing those drives. But on the other side, Tiftarea has really, while they have ran the ball well, they have struggled a little bit just with fundamentally keeping the ball in control and kind of just keeping it in possession. As we saw in the first half, there was a lot of bobbled snaps, a few fumbles, a few drop passes here and there. Mm-hmm. And, of course, you're expecting some of that to happen. That's just part of playing football. Well, but with this being week 3 or 4 in the season, you really don't want to see that. It's kind of discouraging to see that. But you are coming off a bye week for both of these teams, I think.
Yeah.
So they played football 2 weeks ago.
Now,
so they had a week off.
Now, if you're Tiftarea, though, Aiden, so with the QB situation, right? So what do you think? What do you think their mindset was with switching back to, who was it, Case Jones, after they had so much success with Carmelo Riddick?
I just think really their mindset was really just to throw the Westfield defense out of rhythm, because obviously this Westfield defense has been a team and a unit that has operated very well, just with just a simple offense. So, but like you said, Tiftarea does do that 2-quarterback look, as they did a little bit in the end of the first half. So, like we said, a little bit reminiscent of that James Madison Dukes offense with Alonzo Barnett and Matthew Sluka.
Got echoes of that Alabama squad with Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa on it.
Yeah, they had a dominant tandem, really, for the Panthers. It was, I had to take a little
You're good, Aiden.
breath there.
Well, hey, also, Aiden, not just 2, but they had I don't have it on my sheet. You might have it on the Tiftarea one. The number 4 for Tiftarea came in at QB for a couple plays.
Yeah, Seth Royal. Was Seth Royal and Carmelo Reddick. They took over as the dual quarterback duties in the end of the first half.
Both running the ball.
As you said, Royal really only had 2 or 3 carries this game, but their last game against Frederica, he had about 20 carries for a little under 100 yards and a touchdown. So obviously we know how capable he is as a ball carrier. Carmelo Reddick equally as important ball carrier as Royal is. Because as we saw a little bit, Reddick would take that carry and just really take a broken play and turn it into about 5 or 6 yard carry.
Yeah, it would take about 2 or 3 Westfield defenders to take him down, Aiden.
Especially with his shiftiness, he's just got quick feet, especially in the short field situations whenever he's receiving that handoff.
Very. But now if you're Westfield here, Aiden, you want to come out here with a sense of urgency on defense, I believe, just because of how Tiftarea looked like they were starting to find a rhythm at the end of the half, even though they turned it over in the red zone. You still got to come out here with that sense of urgency. You can't just kind of, half do everything. Still.
Absolutely.
You gotta.
And I'm sure Chad Campbell has done a great job at providing the right words to say to this Westfield team. Obviously, he's a known hype man. Just seeing him from up here in the press box is getting me a little fired up, getting ready to play football.
Yeah, it's got to give you a boost of confidence if you're one of his players, man.
Absolutely.
It really does.
And Coach Soliday has done a great job, too, with his Tiftarea offense and defense. Obviously, the score isn't reflective, but they have improved every single drive of this game.
Yeah.
So we're going to get ready to kick off this second half of football here at the Panther Pit. Aiden Mazingo, Trent Jackson here on the call tonight.
Also, Aiden, I do have something I want to say, but I don't want to say it and then it get jinxed like the holding penalty that we had at the end of the first half. So I'm going to keep it shut until the end of the game if it happens.
So Reed Jackson's going to recover that kickoff, or receive the kickoff, and he's going to be brought down roughly at their own 30, 31.
So let's see who we're going to have. It looks like we're going to have Casey back out there.
So, as Trent just said, Case Jones is back in at QB here for the Panthers, but you can't count out Royal and Reddick.
Yeah,
R squared. R squared in the backfield. So Caden Greer is going to be taking over as the primary back so far in this offense in the second half for the Panthers. Shotgun set here.
Yeah.
Man in motion for the Panthers. It's going to be a handoff.
I got something that I just noticed, Aiden. I'll say it after this play's over. If you look down there on the sideline where the coach is, they're subbing in both of those 2 guys that came in for Case.
So Royal and Reddick are going to come in.
Possible 2 QB setup.
Jones and Jackson are going to be coming off.
I'd be weary here if I'm Westfield.
So Jones and Jackson off for Reddick and Royal. R squared coming in for J squared.
Reddick.
So we got Reddick ready to receive the snap. He's going to take it on the keeper. He's going to carry it up. And he is a shifty ball carrier. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to break a tackle. Another tackle miss. He's going to carry it up out of bounds for a gain of about 14. And that's going to be a Panthers first down.
Yeah.
And Trent, as you said, that dual quarterback look is already starting early in the second half.
And you just got to be careful too here, Aiden, because you got both Reddick and you got I already forgot his name. Well, no, never mind. They took him off the field, Aiden. No, now they got Case back in. So you got 2 possible guys who are on the field who have both taken snaps as the QB position tonight. So you got to be careful.
So, as we've said, I mean, this rushing attack for Tiftarea has been rather dominant regardless of who is back in the backfield. And that is going to be Greer on a carry, and he is going to storm his way.
Looks like a
first down. Looks to be a first down. Got to get a little squint there just to see if I can look and see that.
And it is.
So that is going to be a first down for the Panthers. Greer is a workhorse so far, picking up probably his 11th or 12th carry this game. So Reddick is going to come in for Reed Jackson. That's another first down for the Tiftarea Panthers.
They're switching QBs up every play, it looks like.
Another look here, and it's going to be a keeper from Reddick.
Oh,
Reddick
there
is
you
going to
go.
be met and brought down.
That looks like the first effective stop tonight, though, for this Westfield defense against Reddick as the QB.
So he's going to be hit first and met at the line by Carter Black.
Carter Black.
And Carter Black, we haven't really heard his name a lot tonight, but he is an impactful player on this defense for the Hornets.
Silent night for him so far, but wouldn't be surprised to see him pop off here in the second half, though.
So Case Jones in at quarterback here, Greer, in the backfield. So we got single back look here. Jace. Case Jones is at quarterback here. Snap
There
back.
we go. Okay. Oh.
Pass call. It's going to be a little split screen, and he is brought back down.
Aiden, they were
Great
ready for
play.
that.
And we, of course, just said we didn't mention his name, but Carter Black, we're going to get that replay again. Carter Black blowing up that screen pass and throwing down the runner.
He saw it before the ball was even snapped, it looked like.
So great read. That's going to be a loss of 1 for this Tiftarea offense on that pass.
Big third down here.
So Case Jones still in at quarterback.
What's he saying?
For this possession. Third down and long. Jones is going to drop back. He's going to throw rather deep. It's going to be picked off. And that is picked off by Jack Doster. What a great play.
What a pick.
By Jack Doster, the senior, to read that throw by Case Jones. And that's going to be another interception on the year for Case Jones. That's going to be number 10. And as we said, Trent, ball security was going to be a bit of a concern for this Panthers offense and Case Jones.
Yeah. And really, overall in this game tonight, ball security for both squads was going to be important. And it looks like, I believe that's the first turnover tonight, man.
So correction, that's the 7th interception on the season for Case Jones.
Wow.
I apologize for that.
7.
So Jack Doster, that is a great play from Jack Doster. I mean, obviously not really a bad throw from Jones. It's just Jack Doster got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Very good defense.
And he made the play. So obviously a little bit of a late read on that out route from Jackson. So Hornet offense is going to take over here on the Tiftarea 35, and Hare's going to take it up the middle to get that gain of 3.
Wow, not much to gain there, Aiden, but still though, just a powerful run by Jackson Hare though. It took him took about 3-4 defenders to get him down there. And looks like we got a Panther down for Tiftarea, Aiden.
So that is going to be one of their featured back, Caden Greer, who is down on the field. Looks to be with an injury. So Greer on the field, down with an injury. Hopefully it's nothing major. Obviously he is an impactful player on this Panthers offense.
Yeah, you never like to see an injury.
So hopefully it's nothing major. It looks to be just a cramp here. It is getting a little warm out here.
Yeah.
It's getting a little hot up here, especially in the press box too. I'm about to catch a cramp just standing up here.
Oh yeah, you me both.
But hopefully it's nothing major here for Greer. He can get back up and re-enter the game because he's been explosive tonight for this Panthers.
So while we're talking about cramps, Aiden, real quick, what do you do to prevent cramps that you know of? What do you do to prevent cramps? What do you got to drink? What do you got to eat?
Brother, just be drinking water. Drink water, pickle juice, pickle brine.
Milk.
I've never heard that before.
That's what my grandma always said. Shout out to Nancy Jackson, by the way. Watching from home in Warner Robins, Georgia.
Make some mean chocolate brownies, man. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Make some mean brownies.
Yes, sir.
So Greer looks to be up and good. He's over here on the bench here for the Panthers. So Brock Johnson's under center or in shotgun here. Hoots in motion.
Alrighty.
May see a pass here, but it's gonna be hand off to Hare. Hare's gonna take it up the pocket. Whoa. He's gonna go. Hare's got daylight, and he's gonna get brought down.
Found a gap.
So Jackson Hare finds some daylight there and just hits the tunnel. And we're going to see that replay here. Johnson with a handoff, and Jackson Hare just hits the gap. And he is smooth sailing for about 20 yards on the carry there. So great carry by Jackson Hare. Good ball carrier vision to see that gap and hit it clean.
Great speed by Jackson Hare on that play.
So we got trips left here for the Hornets. Single back. Brock Johnson's going to take a snap here. It's going to be Another read here. Ben Holbert is going to catch it side. He's got room.
There we go. Go, Ben.
So Ben Holbert is going to be brought down on Tiftarea. So Tiftarea is going to bring down Ben Holbert right at the 15, on their own 15. So Ben Holbert, again, like we said earlier, that tunnel screen for Westfield has really been effective on this offense. Especially on this drive, Ben Holbert picks up about 20, 25 yards on that tunnel screen.
And when you got speed with somebody like Ben Holbert, man, he was gone. I thought he was gone for a minute there.
So as we can see here, Ben Holbert takes that carry, or that screen pass, excuse me. And we get a little bit of a view of a Diet Coke and a Dasani water bottle there, so making a special guest appearance there. So Brock Johnson going to hand off to Jackson Harry. He's going to take it up the middle. He's going to run over a few guys, but he's going to be met by a wall and brought back.
Yeah, I don't think those Panther teammates like that. Jackson Harry ran over their fellow teammates.
Having his back, always what you like to see on the field.
Good sportsmanship.
So Saturday, Alabama has a game Saturday. Obviously, they've struggled a little bit. For any of you Alabama fans out there, I myself am not an Alabama fan. I'm a fan of the great South Carolina Gamecocks. We got a game tomorrow. Our glorious king, Lenore Sellers, is going to pilot us to victory against the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Hey, go Gamecocks, man.
Alabama, though, is Alabama back? That's really the question that we're asking right now.
Ask Nick Saban.
Obviously, they had that first hiccup loss to Florida State, but they, played.
Oh, he fooled me. Brock fooled me with the camera there for a minute.
So, Alabama had that first rough loss against Florida State.
Yeah,
but
Thomas Castellanos.
They played. Thomas Castellanos is the quarterback for Florida State. Obviously, he transferred in from BC. He is from Waycross, Georgia.
Georgia native.
Another one of those prominent Georgia quarterbacks have really been taking over college football.
Yeah.
I will say, though, they did play perennial powerhouse Louisiana Monroe and beat the brakes off of them.
Yep. And keep in mind, that was Nick Saban's first season, lost to the Warhawks of Monroe.
So, here we go. We got a man in motion here. Jackson Harry's going to go out wide. Brock Johnson's going to drop back in the pocket here.
Third down.
And he's going to find a man, but it's tipped up in the air. Recovered by Johnson.
Wow. Okay.
So, shades of Brett Favre there on the self-catch. Shades of Brett Favre, Marcus Mariota.
Well, if you're Brock Johnson there, I'd say it's better that you caught your own pass than the defender that was in front of you.
Absolutely. We saw a little bit of that, obviously, in the first half with that interception that did get called back. The same thing did happen. It went off of offensive lineman's helmet. Just something, unfortunately, that sometimes happens when you're playing a game.
Aiden, it does look like we're going for it here.
So 4th and 17, Westfield is going to go for it here. They are in Tiftarea territory, so they're looking to pick up a first down here. Obviously, 4th and long, there's going to be a timeout called by Chad Campbell. Chad Campbell is going to call a timeout for the Westfield Hornets. 13-0 here at the Panther Pit. 5:13 left, and they're going to take a break, and we'll take a break with them. We'll be right back on Middle Georgia Sports Network.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
And we're back here at the Panther Pit here. Aiden Mazingo, Trent Jackson on the call tonight. Middle Georgia Sports Network live. Been a great first half and started the second half of football here tonight for the Westfield Hornets and the Tiftarea Panthers. Obviously, Westfield 2-0 with Coach Chad Campbell against Tiftarea. And they're up 13-0.
And we got a 4th and long here, Aiden.
So no better way to start out the first offensive drive for the Hornets than to be 4th and long in Tiftarea's territory. So you're never complaining about that. But obviously you want to get this first down here.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson's going to drop back in the pocket. Rush is coming, and he is going to be brought down for a big loss there, and that's going to be a sack. Brock Johnson is down. I don't see him getting up. This is not a good sign for the Hornets. Brock Johnson is down. Oh, he's up.
Okay.
But he is a little shaken up after that play. Obviously, trainers are quick to get to him. He is brought down. He was brought down hard on that sack.
Yeah, that was very uncomfortable looking.
So, hopefully, it's nothing major here for the Hornets. Obviously, you don't want Brock Johnson, your starting quarterback, to go down. Now, even regardless of what team you are, you don't want your starting quarterback to go down. That's your leader. that is your guy that you're really feeding off the energy of, and he's really getting all the guys hyped up.
Now, who is the Westfield second string?
The backup quarterback for Westfield is Court Pearson. Court Pearson is going to be the backup for Westfield. He played a little bit in the Brookwood game. He looked well. He can throw the ball really well. So I know he's well prepared. Chad Campbell's prepared his backups and just his entire team to be ready. And we see a little reverse pass here. It's going to be deep, and it's going to be caught. But there is no flag for a legal forward pass. There should have been. He did throw the pass forward, but great play there. Little double pass there for the Tiftarea Panthers. Almost Bulldogs. But so great pass from Tiftarea. And Trent, as we've said, this Tiftarea offense tonight has really just been full of surprises.
Yeah.
So Coach Soliday calling the double pass there. So Jones is going to, it looked to be a forward pass, but it's just going to be a pass, a great play there, executed perfectly. Carmelo Reddick on the throw here, and it's just going to be another handoff to Richardson. He's just going to rumble his way forward.
Now, if you're Westfield, Aiden, we just got to hold him. We held him in the red zone before.
Absolutely, Trent. We really got to do a great job of holding him. Westfield has to do a great job of holding him. So, obviously, that double pass is really going to shake up the momentum for Westfield and really make sure they're on their toes. Obviously, nobody's really expecting a trick play, truthfully.
No,
but
never.
Coach Soliday drew it up, and it was executed well by the Tiftarea Panthers. Second and 10 looks to be here. 2nd and 8 here. So handoff for Richardson. He's going to run over his own lineman, but he's going to take it wide. It's going to be tough to bring him down. And he's going to be brought down close to the yard mark.
Might be at first down.
Close to the first down mark. So Richardson, man, he is just a big, tough back. And he's going to pick up the first down on that carry, so that's going to bring up 1st and goal for Tiftarea. With a little under 4 minutes left to go in this ball game.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, please excuse the light pole that is in the line of sight of this camera. We didn't build this stadium. Just act like it's not there.
So 1st and goal for the Panthers. It's going to be a handoff to Royal. He's going to take it in. Gets close to a touchdown, and it's going to be a touchdown call. So that is going to be the first touchdown for the Tiftarea Panthers tonight, courtesy of Seth Royal. Had one last game, picks up another one this game. So
well, Aiden, I think it's time that I tell you. I think I might have jinxed this in my head. I was going to say the Hornets had not given up a touchdown, with the exception of the Deerfield game, all season to any other team except Deerfield. And I hate to say it, I think I jinxed it. I didn't say it just for the record, but I was thinking it. And
so Ridley Monk on to kick the extra point for the Panthers. Obviously, extra points are rather important. So it goes up, and that's a great extra point kick from Ridley Monk. And it's good. So 7-13 here. We got ourselves a great ball game here in the second half. Tiftarea Panthers clawing their way back to get their first touchdown of the game, courtesy of Seth Royal. And Westfield's defense really just, after that double pass on that drive, they really were just shaken up and couldn't really get anything started on defense. So now, if you're Westfield heading into this next drive, you've got to be obviously a little careful. Brock Johnson went down.
Yeah.
Didn't look to be anything major, but he seemed to be warming up on the sidelines. Obviously, you have a very capable backup in Court Pearson. Obviously, he is a sophomore junior, but he is ready to play. Next man up mentality, and we've seen it a lot with his team. Obviously, the offense has suffered a major injury to Stone St. Clair. That was a major loss for them this year.
Yeah.
So, on the kick for the Panthers is going to be Reed Jackson. And on back to receive for the Hornets. Looks to be Win Hoots and John David Lane.
Could we see a kick return here for a touchdown, Aiden?
I'm not going to count it out, but the only kickoff we've seen from Tiftarea has been a pooch kick, and as I say that, it's going to be a bomb back there to John David Lane. And John David Lane's going to recover it.
Oh, don't let him get speed now.
And he's going to be brought down after a return of about maybe 10 yards, 10, 12 yards.
Yeah.
So here comes this Westfield offense. Brock Johnson seems to be back in the huddle, so that's a good sign if you're Westfield.
Always.
So if you're Westfield here, I mean, the rushing attack has really been something that has been rather beneficial for their offense tonight.
Well, now, if you're also Westfield here, you kind of have a more sense of urgency on this drive here, because Tiftarea has now scored, making it a one-possession game. They're a touchdown and extra point away from having the 1-point lead over Westfield. So if you're Westfield here, you definitely want to have a more sense of an urgency to at least get a field goal, you'd say.
So Johnson's going to hand it off to Hare, and Hare is going to be met in the backfield. Met in the backfield by Chap Kendrick. So Kendrick, obviously, he had a tackle for loss in the first half, and he's going to get another one tonight, blowing up that backfield run, getting back there and just making plays for this defense. So Coach Soliday seems to have done a great job at rallying his troops at the end of the first half.
Most definitely.
So really, if you see the box, they're really just stacking it and sending everybody here.
More aggressive approach this half from the Tiftarea Panthers.
So now they're going to have to wide out a little bit with trips left for the Hornets here. Johnson is going to hand it off to Hare again. Hare's going to take it, and he is brought down by, you guessed it, Chap Kendrick again. That's his second TFL on this drive and his third of the game.
I'd hate.
So Chap Kendrick has done a great job at blowing up these Westfield run plays that.
I hate to admit it, but I think Tiftarea might have Jackson Hare figured out.
So Tiftarea really they're really just sending everybody here to stop the run. Because you really, I mean, if you're Tiftarea, you know Westfield is primarily probably going to run the ball now. But we got an empty backfield now for the Hornets. So most likely going to be a pass, maybe a QB keeper. We have seen a few of those tonight from Brock Johnson. We know he is a capable runner. So just interesting to see what the play call here is for the Hornets. There's going to be a timeout. Another timeout for the Hornets. And that is the second one of the half.
Already.
That's the second one of the half for the Hornets. Or first one of the half, excuse me.
Well, regardless, though, if you're Westfield here, you're with how close of a game this is looking to shape up now, you're definitely wanting to hold on to as many timeouts as you can. And I guess here, using one for this third quarter here is acceptable, but in the long run, though, I hope Chad Campbell doesn't regret using this timeout in the third quarter.
Yeah, most likely, I mean, you're just trying to save those timeouts for the fourth quarter. Unless you absolutely have to call a timeout here. It will be third and long for the Hornets coming up on the offensive drive here. And they went 3-and-out last time. Or actually, not 3-and-out, they went 4-and-out. Yeah. And really, that's just not something you're looking for. But we came into today's game knowing this Tiftarea team is going to be tough. This Westfield team is also equally as tough. Both teams are great. Both were semifinalists last year in the state playoffs. So we know it's going to be a great game.
Regardless of record also.
Yeah, and last year, 21-14, one-possession game. This is looking very reminiscent of it as we get the third and long. Court Pearson in at backup here for the Hornets.
This Tiftarea crowd is on their feet.
So Pearson's going to be thrown to the fire here. Third and long. No runner coming. He's going to find Jackson Hare in the flat. Jackson Hare is going to take it, and Jackson Hare is going to get a first down off that flat route there.
Late hit.
No late here call, but Jackson Hare gets right back up. But
that's my personal opinion.
Court Pearson. We're going to see the replay here. Court Pearson coming in, facing a little bit of pressure on the rush here, and he's just going to fire that pass out into the flat to Jackson Hare. And Jackson Hare's going to pick up the first down. He's going to do what he does with the ball in his hands, and that's going to get that's getting yards.
Looks like he's going to stay in here too.
So Court Pearson seems to be probably going to take over as QB the rest of this drive. I don't know if he's going to take over for the rest of the game, but that first pass was obviously a sign of encouragement here.
Also, Chad Campbell could just be trying to fight fire with fire here because you got Tiftarea using possibly 3 different QBs.
Oh, Court Pearson. Court Pearson fires one. It was a little behind on Win Hoots, but it was there for Win Hoots to get. That was all his, and it just came up short. So it went right through his hands. That's the second drop of the night for Win Hoots. But Court Pearson, though, so far, if you're Chad Campbell, you got to like what you see. Court Pearson has done a great job.
Future of Westfield football is very bright.
Granted, it is 2 plays.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit of overreaction from me, but I like what I see personally.
Well, first play, you got to look at it like this. He didn't show that many signs of nerves.
Man in motion. Jackson Hare is going to find him in the flat here. Hare is going to take it.
There you go.
So gets about a pickup of 5 on that flat route. Court Pearson still. Unfortunately, I mean, it was a little bit of a mishap on that Win Hoots drop. Of course, you want to pick that first down up. But you're going to recover. They're going to recover and do well.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I want to mention about Brock not being in the game looking kind of bad right now, Aiden, is that Brock Johnson is also your kicker. So do we know who Westfield's backup kicker is by any chance?
I have no idea, Trent. So it is going to be 3rd and short here, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Court Pearson facing a little bit of pressure already on this drive. Had to get past the third down on the first drive, and it's going to be a run play blown up. Run play blown up And it's looking to be a 3-and-out here for the Hornets here. Clock is ticking down, 50 seconds left. Clock is ticking in this third quarter. So on come the punt team here for the Westfield Hornets. Brock Johnson it's not looking great here. Brock Johnson is hobbling his way
That's
to punt
not
the
a
ball.
good sign at all.
So
You really hate to see that.
not really a great sign, not at all. So we'll see the replay here. It looked to be a little bit of a face mask there.
Yeah, I agree.
So no call. Anyways, Brock Johnson's going to be on the punt for the Hornets. And looks to be like a lower leg injury for Brock Johnson. Looks to be his ankle. I'm not exactly quite sure what the injury is, but we're going to see if it's going to affect his punting ability. And doesn't seem to affect his punting ability.
That's a big old NO.
Good punt there.
Oh, wow.
It's going to get a nice.
Keep rolling, baby. Keep rolling.
Going to get a friendly roll, and that's going to be probably about a 45-yard punt from Brock Johnson on the roll.
All the way to the Tiftarea 20.
On a bad ankle. Still making plays.
Golly, what the gut? Oh, man.
So anyways, on it comes.
Tough kid there.
On comes the Tiftarea offense. 3 seconds left in the third quarter. They'll probably just let it run out and get ready for this fourth quarter, which is going to be a war, I just feel like.
Yeah. Let's see who they start at quarterback this drive. Looks like Case.
So Case Jones is going to take over. So Case Jones is going to take in at quarterback. But, again, we never really know. We know Reddick can throw the ball, as we saw on that double pass. So you just never really know what to expect with this Panthers offense. It's going to be a little short route here. He's going to find a man, and he's going to break free. He's going to get a first down, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Westfield leads 13-7, and it is tight in this fourth quarter. So it's looking to be a great fourth quarter of football here in Chula, Georgia. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back on Middle Georgia Sports Network live.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
We're back here at the Panther Pit in Chula, Georgia. Westfield leads 13-7 against the Tiftarea Panthers. Again, Chad Campbell, 2-0 all-time as the head coach against Tiftarea. Obviously, Coach Eric Soliday looking to change that and make it 2-1 tonight. Or will Chad Campbell make it 3-0? So, fourth quarter is starting. It's looking to be a great game. Case Jones in at quarterback here. He's going to hand it off to Richardson. Richardson's going to take it, and Carter Black's going to meet him.
Wow.
So Carter Black, great play.
Solid tackle.
Brings him down, about a run for gain to 3 or 4 here. And Richardson has really been a dominant back here. Obviously, his name isn't getting as called as much as the guys like Royal and Reddick. But when he gets the ball, he's getting close to about 4 or 5 yards a carry. And really, that just adds up. That just piles up every time. It may not be impressive or flashy, but he's getting 4 or 5 yards every time he's touching the ball.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for in an effective running back.
Exactly. So, man in motion for the Panthers. Oh, nice snap! It's a bad snap, Jace. It's going to get on it. I don't know.
Wow.
It looks like Westfield might have the ball. We're going to see what the hat
see. I don't see any pointing.
We're going to see
I see
what the
Westfield
hat says.
pointing that they have it. And I want to say Case might have it.
Looks like Case Jones has the ball. So
we'll get on Case for pouncing on that because he had 3 Westfield defenders right behind him.
And again, something we said that Tiftarea needed to focus on in the second half was ball security and these fundamental mistakes that are just happening, that are things that need to be fixed and shouldn't really be happening as much as they should be as you get later on in the latter half of the season. But as there happened, that's really only the first bobble snap of the half.
Yeah, that's the worst one that's happened for them tonight. Really, that like all the other ones were maybe like slightly dropped. They were within the vicinity of the QB to be able to pick up.
So Westfield giving a little bit of a gift here with it being 3rd and 20. Jones is going to roll out. He's going to look across the middle. Oh, no pass, no flag called.
No flag.
Great coverage there from Liam Sexton.
Good sportsmanship there. Who's number 20?
Liam Sexton doing a great job today.
Good sportsmanship there from
Or
Cameron
Cameron
Staines
Staines,
pulling up
excuse me.
the
Cameron Staines,
Tiftarea receiver there on the play.
So Cameron Staines, great defensive coverage there on that route from the Panthers. So Ben Holbert is going to be back to receive this punt for the Hornets. And the Hornets kind of got thrown a bone there.
Yeah, they really did.
With that bobbled snap that went over the head.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a punt here. And Holbert is going to elect to receive it. He almost got the snap.
Good
he's going
bounce
to
back.
get run into. And if you see them down there, they're holding up Ben Holbert in the pile.
Yeah, patting each other on the head there. It's all for the love of the sport.
Always something you like to see there. So we got about little under 10 minutes, little under 11 minutes to go. 10-15, 10-14 left in the game. Westfield offense is going to come back in the game. I think we may have seen the last of Brock Johnson tonight. Hopefully it's nothing crazy, not a bad injury, but as we've seen so far in just a small sample size we've seen of Court Pearson, he can throw the ball very well. He's a capable thrower.
Yeah. Got some height on him too now.
So he's going to hand it off to Hare. Hare's going to go outside, and he's going to get a little bit of room. He bounces outside, gets some room, he stays up.
Might be close to a first down.
Not a first down call. I'm not thinking it's going to be. If not, it'll be close. We'll see on that replay here.
Maybe yard.
So Court Pearson hands it off. Hare just bounces it outside, and he just finds the gap and just takes it and just runs up.
Yeah, solid running.
So a little snaggle block there from the Westfield Hornets. And there it's going to be second and short here, so a little bit of a favorable field position here. We see on this right side, we might see a shot play or a tunnel screen. But no, it's just going to be hand off to Hare. He's going to get a first down and more.
Oh, no, he dropped the ball.
The ball is out, but I believe Hare recovered it.
Oh, wow. Aiden, listen,
So-
we had two lucky plays right here in the start of this fourth quarter, and I just think that Westfield should consider themselves blessed.
Absolutely. I mean, and really, it hasn't really been much of a struggle for Westfield. It hasn't been as much of a struggle for Westfield as it has been for Tiftarea in terms of ball security this game. That is the first fumble for Westfield this game.
Yeah.
But that is just a great defensive play.
Now, if you're Westfield here, if you get close to Brock Johnson's field goal range, do you risk putting him in?
Pearson is going to find his man. He's going to get out wide. Ooh, he's going to fall short, but there's going to be a flag. We got to see the white hat here. I'm not quite sure.
First dose of laundry for the second half.
Not quite sure what the penalty is.
Oh, now we got.
I'm being told it's going to be a holding penalty. See what the white hat has to say, and our misfortune has become reality.
That's a dagger there.
Holding penalty. That'll be 1st and 20 for the Hornets. Sheldon Benton on the reception, the sophomore, making the play.
Hey, just for the record there, Aiden, I would like to state I did not jinx it that time, so not my fault.
So Court Pearson still looks pretty solid. So we'll take a look at another look at that hold call there from Winhoots. Yeah, you can just see it right there.
And just unnecessary, but
Just
gotta
right
shake
there.
that off if you're Winhoots.
So we're back here. Court Pearson on the opposite side of the 50 here in Tiftera's territory. Court Pearson's going to roll out. He's going to find his man across the middle. Winhoots is going to make a catch. He's going to try to reverse the field.
There you go.
And he's going to get a first down.
Ooh.
So Winhoots, great play from Court Pearson. Little throw on the little slant across the middle. We'll get another replay of that here. Court Pearson just drops back. Winhoots in that little slant route. Takes it, tries to reverse the field, but he ends up getting a first down. So that's fortunate for Westfield. And a great sign if you're Chad Campbell, seeing that your backup quarterback is making plays.
Now, Aiden, if you're Westfield here, what are we trying? Are we trying to get a touchdown here? Or are we trying to get set up for a possible field goal? Do you think?
I mean, if you're Westfield, a field goal would help because it makes it a two-possession game. But a touchdown will really just put it out of reach.
I agree.
It'll make it tough. And really, you got me feeling like I'm playing backup quarterback. Oh, and Jackson Hare bounced it outside.
Ran him out of bounds there.
Going back to what I'm saying, like we are out Red Farmer and Ken Fowler, our two lovely broadcasters. So really, I feel like I'm playing backup quarterback tonight with me and you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a difficult question.
So obviously, Rhett and Ken are a lovely bunch to be around. Just great guys. Been a pleasure to work with them. Great individuals. Obviously, are well informed in the game of football.
Great voices too, by the way.
Yeah. Great chemistry. So Coach Farmer and Coach Fowler and their middle school team, obviously building a dominant dynasty there, taking their win against FPD a few days ago. So Court Pearson is going to hand it off to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare is going to take it wide.
There you go, Jackson.
He's going to stay up and maybe get a first down.
He might be a yard or two short. Yeah, I think that's it. He might be 2 yards short, possibly.
So looks like it's going to bring up 2nd and short for the Hornets.
2nd and 4 for the Hornets.
So Westfield 2 timeouts remaining. Tiftarea 3. So keep that in mind as the clock ticks down. As the clock ticks down, Court Pearson has really had great poise as the backup quarterback tonight. Coming in, late replacement for Brock Johnson.
Very.
So he's going to hand it off to Hare, and Hare is going to take it. And he gets a touchdown.
There you go. Put a Hornet 6 on it.
That's 6 for the Hornets. And as we said, Trent, Westfield was looking to get it, punch in the end zone, and that's exactly what they do. And that's 6 for the Hornets, and they'll be up.
Now, let's see.
19-7.
Let's see. They look like they're setting up to go for 2 here.
And that's what they're going to do here. Obviously, Brock Johnson, their kicker, is out.
Well, now, one would want to assume the best and hope that it's just to even it out and make it 21-7. Yeah, and I do believe that's what it would say on the score sheet as well.
So he's going to fake it on a rollout. Pearson is going to look for his man. He
almost had him.
So that could have been a bad play if he would have caught that. He would have got wrecked. Would have been a 2-point conversion, though. So I will say, would have been a 2-point conversion.
Would have been worth it. Would have been worth getting.
Regardless of what happens, would have been a 2-point conversion either way. So Westfield, a little bit of a mishap on the scoreboard there. It says 1-7.
Yeah.
That is not the score.
Yeah.
It is 19-7 for you guys if you are seeing our scoreboard camera, but that is what we see. You guys see 19-7 for those who are tuned in watching.
Shout out to Brett Taylor for this awesome new scoreboard design graphic here on Middle Georgia Sports Network broadcast.
Yeah, man. I thought I was watching college football when I saw that come on the screen, man.
Yeah,
it does look great, though. We've come a long way from just the basic template in Microsoft PowerPoint.
Oh, yeah. Old school ESPN graphic, if you would. Brett Taylor, we'd love to shout you out from here here at the press box. Love you.
He did chroma key this, so I will give him props. It does look great. I can't deny it does look great. 19-7.
Ooh.
Never looked better.
So Aiden, real quick before we get this kickoff underway, I'll ask you some more later. But so this South Carolina-Alabama game this weekend, right? So what's your over/under?
Well, we're playing Vanderbilt this weekend. I think it's going to be a great game. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk. I mean, Diego Pavia is like whatever his name is. He's like 40 years old. He's like the same age as my dad playing college football. So it's pretty unbelievable. But I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I don't think he's better than Heisman. But
yeah, I agree.
So Lenore Sellers, he's a great quarterback. Obviously, that was a really weird kick. It had a spiral on it.
That was
but it's going to be recovered. Oh!
Carter Black on the kick, by the way.
Oh, it's a fumble!
With the ball!
Ball is out! Ball is out, but it's going to be recovered.
We're going to have a flag on the play.
There is going to be a flag.
Possible face mask or holding.
See what the white hat has to say here. The main official is going to go to that piece of laundry, and he's about to give the hand signal of doom.
Holding face mask on Westfield.
Face mask on Westfield. So that's 15 yards.
Oh, that looked like that happened after the ball was loose there. So that's definitely bad if you're Westfield.
So Tiftarea getting a little bit of an advantage here on the kickoff.
Yeah, their dirty laundry definitely gave them a little gift right there.
So still 19-7. Tiftarea is not technically out of the game yet.
Yeah.
They have 3 timeouts
and 7 minutes to work with.
A little bit over 7 minutes left. But we will say we have seen a lot of just creative play calling here from Coach Soliday and his staff. So Jones is going to fake on the ball. Ball is out again. And that is the 3rd fumble in the second half.
Wow, 2 consecutive plays in a row, Aiden, and Tiftarea has dropped the ball.
3rd play, 3rd fumble this half.
Wow.
For the Panthers. And really, again, like we've said, ball security has been a point of emphasis for the Panthers, and really it's just been kind of their Achilles heel tonight. They've moved the ball down the field, but it's just been tough for them to keep it in their hands.
This is just me, Aiden, but it almost looks like Tiftarea practices recovering their own fumbles. It looks like to me.
So it is a good sign to see that they're getting back on top of the ball here. So Royal is going to take the handoff, and he's going to barrel his way forward. Obviously not as opposed to Richardson and Reddick. He's not really the power back type of guy. He's more of the elusive guy. He's the guy you get, as you see right here in this replay, on this little touch pass.
Very shifty.
He's just going to take it for about 4 or 5 yards. You're not going to complain about that.
Yeah, very, very shifty, and like you said, elusive back. So definitely can squeeze through that O and D line.
So 3rd and medium here for the Panthers, looking to pick up this first down. They got the big Richardson in at running back here, the freight train. They're just going to let him rumble, and it's going to be tough to bring him down. He stays up, and he gets more yards. He breaks a few tackles, and he's going to pick up about 20 yards on that carry. So
in the red zone.
Caden Richardson, we're going to see on that replay again. He is just they're going to give him the ball. And, of course, when you get these racked up plays about 5 to 6 yards a carry, eventually you're going to break down this defense and get into the secondary and get the yards that you're wanting. So Caden Richardson really giving a sign of life to this Tiftarea offense. 5:30 left. Clock is ticking down for this Panthers offense.
Well, our Brett Taylor just pointed out.
Oh, it's another fumble. Another fumble for the Panthers. See, it just seems to be an unfortunate recurring trend here. Every time something good happens, something unfortunate happens for the Panthers.
Well, now Westfield here has got to be loving being able to face the clock where they're at on the field, defending this end zone, and seeing it constantly ticking.
Second and about 11 or 12 here for the Panthers.
And speaking of the devil, and I think I got a cramp.
So Jones didn't run quarterback, excuse me. Royal in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to get pummeled. So, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for the Panthers.
Sorry, Aiden. I felt like I caught a cramp there for a second.
All good. Getting a little warm up here anyways.
Yeah.
So after this drive, we're going to go down to our sideline reporter. Oh, it's a deep pass. Oh, and
we're going to get PI.
That is pass interference. That is going to be pass interference on the Hornets, and that is going to be a blessing for this Panthers offense.
Definitely.
So it seemed the ball was going to go out of bounds on that pass, but just kind of you sometimes just forget. Sometimes you don't know where the ball is at. You don't look up. You're more focused on keeping the guy that you're guarding.
But if you're Westfield here, you got to think about it. You had the clock running, and that just wasn't a smart move by Westfield there to get called for that PI.
So that is going to put Tiftarea 3rd and goal. Or 3rd and short. Excuse me, not 3rd and goal. 3rd and short. 3rd and short, half the distance.
Almost forgot that's not an automatic first down.
So it'll be about 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. Royal is in it running back. Jones is going to drop back. He's going to throw a fade to Reddick. Reddick is going to catch it for a touchdown. Caden Reddick, Carmelo Reddick with a great play. Great throw from Case Jones, but an even better reception from Carmelo Reddick. Shades of Calvin Johnson and Dez Bryant on the end zone fade.
Good old Megatron. I love that reference there, Aiden.
So a great play there from Carmelo Reddick to track that ball and make a clutch catch for the Panthers. Put 6 on the board.
Yeah.
And they're looking to get an extra one here on this extra point to get 1.
Now, I am a little bit shocked that they're not going for 2 here because you don't lose anything if you don't get the 2-point conversion here. But,
So, kick is up and kick is good. So that will be 14-19 for the Tiftarea Panthers. So they have really put together a great fourth quarter and second half. And we're going to go down to Kyle Tucker to see what he has to say about how this offense is going. Kyle? Whoop.
All right, well, you saw it there. The Panthers just struck for a score. It's 19-4 Hornets with just under 4 left. Can the Hornets hang on? We see a change at quarterback for the Hornets, going from Brock Johnson. They've gone to Court Pearson, and we'll see what Coach Chad Campbell does next. Will he stick with Johnson or will he go back to Court? But we got 4 minutes to win this game. We'll see how the Hornets hold off the Panthers here at the Panther Pit. Back to you guys.
And thank you, Kyle, for that insight on what you're seeing down there. Obviously, this Westfield offense, their starting quarterback goes down with an injury. Their backup comes in, does a rather excellent job from what I've seen. But the Tiftarea team comes right back down the field and puts 6 or 7 on the board there. So, if you're Westfield here, you're probably looking to play a little bit conservative here. But Tiftarea does have 3 timeouts. Westfield does have 2. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how it goes. So great kickoff from Monk.
Wow. Over both of our return men's head.
And it's going to be a touchback. So that's going to be at the 20, at Westfield's 20.
Yeah, you pretty much smacked the nail there on the head, though. Westfield is going to probably come out here and be more conservative. But also, too, you kind of got to like the if you're Westfield, you got to like the sense of pressure, though, that you got to feel that you feel with having to kind of be conservative and run this clock out, knowing Tiftarea has 3 timeouts. I think that's actually a pleasure and a kind of, I guess, gift that Westfield has there with that mindset.
And you also got to remember, too, I mean, the ball is really in your court here if you're Westfield.
Yeah, there you go. There's just Jackson Hare.
Pick up 4 or 5 yards on the carries that you're running here.
Yeah.
Force Tiftarea to use their timeouts. And then, because you know if Tiftarea has to get the ball back, they have to score. They need to score a touchdown. So obviously they're going to be aggressive when they get the ball back, if they get the ball back.
Oh, yeah. And obviously they're not going to use their timeouts right away here, but as maybe after this play, they might start using their timeouts. I would think.
So we got jumbo package for the Hornets, loading it up on the left side with some wall of blockers. Hare's going to take it up.
Still getting a steady Hare, Jackson.
It's going to get brought down, and we're going to see no timeout there.
No timeout still. Well, maybe we are getting a timeout.
Oh, crap.
I believe we are getting a timeout, Aiden. I don't know who took that, though.
Well, there's going to be a timeout. I'm not sure exactly who called it.
I have not seen a signal.
Westfield called the timeout, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or it might be I'm not really sure. I don't see Tiftarea coming off the field, but I do see the referee signaling that the clock is running.
Yeah.
So there is no timeout. I'm not sure exactly what it was. So it's going to be this is a big 3rd down for Tiftarea. If they get this stop, they have a chance to get the ball back and put something on the board here. So Court Pearson, Stadium Pulse is at max right now for him.
It's at a 10.
Linebacker showing a little bit of blitz here.
Penn State, wide out.
Linebacker showing blitz. I think they're gonna run the play clock down.
Yeah, I think Westfield's gonna run the play clock down, Aiden. Call a timeout.
They're gonna run the play clock. Oh, they're gonna run it here with Hare. Hare is gonna get met. He is gonna get met.
And we got a timeout.
At the line of scrimmage, and there is gonna be a timeout. There's gonna be a timeout for Tiftarea, I believe.
Yeah.
So 2:17 left in the game here.
Well, here's a comfort for Westfield, knowing that they are up by five points. So field goal does not lose them the game here. However, what's been given up so far these last 2 drives by Tiftarea on offense has been a touchdown. So we got to definitely see the Westfield defense lock in here and pull through to get this dub for the Westfield Hornets. Looks like we got 15 for Westfield, number 15 for Westfield in the punt, and that would be, not seeing it on my roster here.
So Westfield on the punt here. On back to receive for the
And we
for
got
the
a flag.
Panthers.
Might be
Oh,
offsides,
it's a
Aiden.
shank punt here. That's not looking good. And if it's an offside call on Westfield, it's no offsides. Offside will be a dead ball.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it'll probably be an illegal formation on the Hornets. And with the shank punt, Tiftarea is going to have excellent field position. It's going to be a false start on Westfield.
And they
So
declined.
either way, Tiftarea is going to have excellent field position with 2 timeouts.
In 2 minutes and
With 2
13
timeouts.
seconds.
Tiftarea has 2 timeouts. They're going to have excellent field position starting with a little over 2 minutes left. So if you're Coach Soliday here, you're probably just looking to run the clock down and then put something in the end zone to give Westfield no chance to really get anything started on offense.
Yeah, I agree.
But again, Tiftarea, they have to be careful. They have to protect the ball. They've had a lot of trouble holding onto the ball and keeping it secure, especially in the run game tonight.
34-yard line.
So first and 10 for the Hornets, or for the Panthers, excuse me. So first and 10 for the Panthers. They're in excellent field position after that penalty from the Hornets on the punt.
Westfield defense needs a stop here.
Man in motion. Case Jones is going to drop back, and it's going to be a flag, and it's offsides. False start on the offense, so that's going to be 5 yards back.
There we go.
So
we
again,
like that.
Again, the fundamental troubles for Tiftarea has really been their Achilles heel. There's been numerous offsides. There's been fumbles. There's just been things that you try to fix, but it just keeps coming back to bite them. And I know sometimes the elements may have a bit of control over that, but you really just can't let that happen.
Yeah, and I mean, like, at the end of the day, though, they are still in this game. I mean, overall, this has still been a great game tonight, though, Aiden. So.
Yeah. And if you're Westfield, still you have to be careful because you know this Tiftarea team is going to be creative play call, and it's going up to Reddick. It's a deep pass, and it comes up just a little short off of Reddick's fingertips. Great pass from Case Jones.
Good coverage there.
And before I got interrupted by that shot play, like I said, you have to be careful for your Westfield defense because you know this Tiftarea offense will throw the kitchen sink and more at you.
Oh, yeah, you just said it right there.
Because you've seen the first half, they threw that double pass that ended up resulting in a touchdown on that drive.
Yeah. Now Westfield would be smart to be wary of that play again, though, because that was a very effective play, and that can still be an effective play knowing that they've already ran it.
So it's going to be pass to the flats. It's going to be caught. He's going to stay up. And
he might have gotten a first down.
And Ridley Monk is going to catch that. Or Reed Jackson, excuse me. Reed Jackson on the reception there. Picks up the first down. Clock will stop because he goes out of bounds.
But he is short of the
it's not going to be a first down. So it's going to be 3rd and short. Probably about 3rd and 1. Case Jones is coming in.
You already know that they're going for it on 4th down, so if they don't convert here.
3rd and 3 here for the Panthers. Westfield just needs to hunker down and be careful. Cameron Staines.
Stonewall.
It's going to be a run here. They're putting in Richardson. Richardson stays up. He gets a break. He breaks a man, and he just runs over another man. Cameron Staines did his best, or Liam Sexton, excuse me. Liam Sexton with his best effort to stop Caden Richardson. And Caden Richardson just doing his best impression of Derrick Henry Freight Train and just runs over Liam Sexton. So Caden Richardson, if you have noticed, these 3rd and short situations, he's really been their 3rd down guy because they just know that this Westfield defense is having trouble stopping him.
Yeah, you just know he's automatic.
Exactly.
Automatic for at least like 4 to 5 yards consistent.
Like we've been saying countless times tonight, whenever he's in the game, he's picking up about 4 to 5 yards a carry, and eventually that's going to wear the defense down, and it's going to lead to a big play.
Yeah.
So clock is ticking here. They're going to run it here. Richardson is going to take it. He's going to get brought down. So clock is going to continue to wind down, and it's going to be a great end to the ball game here, regardless of who wins.
Look, this is what we're setting up for. This is like 2nd and goal now. You can't get a first down anymore. It's either a touchdown or the clock's going to run out and Westfield's going to walk out of here with a win, or Tiftarea is going to score, and it's going to be a Panther victory tonight.
So really, this is really what football is all about.
Oh,
you don't like coming to games where blowouts happen. Oh, wait, nobody likes that. But it's going to be handoff to Richardson. He's going to stay up, and they're pushing him. They're pushing him forward.
And that's in.
And he is going to get the touchdown call, and Tiftarea is going to go up 20-19. 21-19 if they make the extra point. 22-19 if they go for 2.
They look like they are going for 2
So
here.
it is 14, now 20 for the Tiftarea Panthers.
They don't want to risk Westfield getting down into possible field goal range.
But if they stop this extra point, or this 2-point conversion attempt, they still slightly have a chance. Game is not out of reach. Game is not out of reach yet.
Yeah, you still got a good solid 40 seconds, regardless if they make this 2-point conversion. I think Westfield is going to go for the touchdown, though, regardless. Looks like we got some substitution problems here.
It's going to be handoff to Richardson. He's going to take it in.
Fumble! Oh, he fumbled the ball! Oh!
Ball is still out. Whoever, if Tiftarea recovers it, they do not. So that is going to be a botched 2-point conversion. The clock should not be running. The clock ticked down 2 seconds on that 2-point conversion. That should not happen. I don't know if they're going to add 2 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on, Aiden. I've been trying to keep calm and quiet about it, but I don't think the timer for Tiftarea here is on it tonight.
Should be 39 seconds. Not quite sure what that was. Kind of just a doozy happened, I guess, in the press box for the scorekeeper.
Yeah, might have slipped and pressed the wrong button, maybe.
So, needless to say, there is 37 seconds left in the game.
Well,
19-20. If you're Westfield, you got 1 timeout. Obviously, it's really the odds are stacked against you here. But really, you're just going to try to get in field goal range, potentially, or just go for a shot play, and regardless of what happens.
I mean, regardless, this is setting up, though, still. This is still something big could happen here, Aiden. You got a backup quarterback in. Your starting QB's out. You got a backup quarterback in, and he could possibly run down the field, drive down the field, and give you the game-winning game-winning points. And it looks like the ref is telling the timekeeper to put those 2 seconds back on the clock that Brett Taylor raged about earlier.
So they're fixing the time.
Ago.
The clock is now at 40 seconds here.
Yeah. I think he was trying to cheat Westfield out of 2 seconds, but
Clock
it's
is
all
now
right.
at 40 seconds here. Monk is on the kick for the Panthers. Back to receive. John David Lane and Win Hoots. Obviously, they're trying to keep it away from Win Hoots. Win Hoots is, if he gets to open field, we've seen what he can do tonight when he's in the open field. So kickoff. Sorry, Jackson. Jackson's going to kick it right to Win Hoots. Win Hoots is going to return this. He's going to get yards. It's free.
That's a good sign for Westfield right there.
So Win Hoots almost sprung free for a good return. Regardless of that, still a great return of about 25, 30 yards.
Now, how crazy would that have been?
Honestly, it's not that crazy when you think that it's Win Hoots.
That's true.
You're really expecting him to make a big play because he's the game changer for this Westfield offense. So
he can still make it.
Court Pearson coming on. 34 seconds left. Backup quarterback. You can make this stuff up, folks. Backup quarterback in the game. Odds are stacked against your team. You had the lead the whole time. This Tiftarea team has come clawing back to get the lead by 1. We're looking for a great end of a great night of football tonight. So snap is up. Court Pearson is going to get it. Throw it across the middle. It's going to be short. It's going to be short to Win Hoots. He had the man open. It was a little bit short. 29 seconds. It does stop the clock. Court Pearson a little bit short on Win Hoots. So obviously, if you're Tiftarea, you got to be able to carry. You got to cover the pass because you just know Westwood's going to sell out on the pass. Most likely, with it being 29 seconds left, you need to get down the field. Tiftarea is going to do all they can to keep Win Hoots covered, but also you can't leave the other guys open. You got Ben Holbert. And you got Sheldon.
Don't forget, Ben had a good catch and run tonight.
So
earlier,
Pearson's going to roll out. Finds Holbert.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he didn't get out of bounds. He's going to stay up.
You got the 1 timeout left, though, Aiden. You do have 1 timeout, and this would be the best.
And he's trying to get up. They're trying to get up.
Yeah. Is the clock running, though?
The clock does stop.
Okay,
referee has to touch the ball.
At least they have enough common sense to stop it on a first down.
Once referee touches the ball, the clock does stop. So clock is rolling. They're going to clock the ball here.
Campbell wants them to spike it.
And Pearson clocks the ball.
There you go.
So 16 seconds left, 19-20. Great reception from Ben Holbert. Really thought he was going to get out of bounds on that reception, but he turned it around and goes inside.
If we can get a replay on that, unless I missed it, if we could get a replay on that, Ben Holbert just absolutely stretched out for that catch. Holy cow.
So, again,
great catch.
Winhoots is the playmaking guy primarily. But you got Ben Holbert, Sheldon Benton, Matt Molina. All capable receivers that can make big plays. And don't forget about Jackson Hare.
Jackson Hare can catch, Tom.
So Pearson's going to drop back in the pocket. They're sold out on the pass. Winhoots going to get it. He stays up.
There he
Winhoots
goes.
stays up.
There goes that man. Mama, there goes that man.
Winhoots going to stay up.
Time
5 seconds left. And there's going to be a timeout call, I think.
Oh, they cheated him off of a second.
So the final timeout called for Coach Chad Campbell and the Westfield Hornets here.
Now here,
5 seconds left.
Aiden, I might be stupid, okay, but here's what I'm thinking. You're out of timeouts here. I think you need to go ahead and think about taking a shot into the end zone. I think.
And most likely that's what's going to happen.
Because I know Brock Johnson's hurt, but if you're Westfield, do you even consider a field goal attempt here?
Well, quite honestly, I don't know if they have anybody. Maybe they have somebody on the kicking team that can kick that far. I know Brock Johnson is capable, but like we said, he has been hurt, and I'm not sure of their backup kicker situation.
Well,
so regardless of what happens, 5 seconds left, you're just going to take a shot in the end zone. Or if you're Tiftarea, you got to be careful because we know Chad Campbell is a great offensive-minded head coach. So he could draw up some kind of trick play. We have seen one from Tiftarea with their double pass, which worked excellent for them tonight.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what Chad Campbell has in his back pocket, what he has in that green playbook, if you will.
Yeah, and if you're Tiftarea, you got to watch out now and not draw a flag for pass interference or holding because that will cause an untimed down. And I hope I, quote-unquote, didn't just jinx it, but we'll see.
Court Pearson's getting ready to take the snap here. 5 seconds left. Trips left for the Hornets.
You have to think that this is the final play of the game here.
And Tiftarea is going to call their timeout. They have one left. So Coach Soliday is going to talk it over with his team and just to make sure they are well prepared for any kind of thing that Westfield has to throw at them. You got to, again, short or kind of a situation where you can score, but also a situation where you can take advantage of the defense. They may call like a freeze play, a hard count. We may see that. So you have to be careful. And again, the Westfield kicking team, Brock Johnson, their primary kicker, can nail this. I'm confident he can nail it. I saw him in warm-ups. He was kicking about 45, 46 yards at his longest. But with that ankle injury that he looked to have sustained, it looked to be his ankle.
Yeah.
Obviously, that is your plant foot. So as a kicker, that is the most important thing that you have other than your leg. Your plant foot is your second most important thing as a kicker.
If one of your feet's injured, then...
So we got roughly 6 seconds left in this game. Molina wide, trips left, single back, hair back. Court Pearson, the backup QB. 5 seconds left. The Westwood Hornets down 1.
This is your time,
buddy. Up. Court Pearson just looking. He's got a man wide open. Oh, and it's going to be picked up. But there's a flag. There is a flag on the field. Not quite sure what the flag is going to be.
It might be holding.
We have to wait and see what the white hat says. We got to see what the white hat has to say. If it is a defensive penalty, the game cannot end, and we will continue. So it's holding, and that is going to be game. Westfield falls to Tiftarea 20-19. Tiftarea coming back from a 13-point deficit in the second half, clawing their way back.
What a ball game.
Richardson really had a great game. Caden Richardson really captained this offense to a great second half of football. Obviously, Westfield played great. Court Pearson, the backup quarterback, coming in for Brock Johnson, keeping this game close. Court Pearson, if you are the backup quarterback and you're Chad Campbell, this is obviously a sign of encouragement. Yes, you didn't get the outcome you wanted, but you still got to see your backup quarterback work and make plays.
Yeah, and I mean, really if we didn't have that sense of urgency at the end there, Aiden, I don't think we would have seen Court throw that pick at the end, but then again, with the game on the line there, you kind of got that sense of urgency. You may rush it just a tad. But overall, though, who was that he had open?
Sheldon Benton. Sheldon Benton was wide open, but had the man pressuring him, so he didn't get the throw that he wanted.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of an underthrow, but still though.
Anyways, Westfield falls to 2-2. Their 2 losses coming to Deerfield 2 weeks ago, and this night, their loss coming tonight.
Something about South Georgia.
Tiftarea. So, and Tiftarea improves to 2-2. So obviously not the outcome you wanted if you're Westfield. That's 2 losses in a row. Tiftarea comes back. Obviously, their tough loss against Frederica. They win this week against Westfield in a hard-fought game. So it's really been a great game of football between both teams. Obviously, somebody had to lose tonight regardless of what happened. Yeah. It's been a great game of football. Chad Campbell coached his team well. Eric Soliday equally as a great job.
Yeah.
So,
hey, I mean, like, two great programs here, man. Like, considering the past 2 seasons, I mean, you had Tiftarea, who went 10-2 last year, and then Westfield, who I believe 9-3, I think. So two dominant squads from last season. Now, with the end result of this game having basically the same record.
So we have next week, Tiftarea will take on Southland. Westfield will take on FPD at Westfield. So we will be covering that game. It will be Westfield's homecoming game. We'll also like to give a shout out to our sponsors, VCI Installation and Emory Healthcare, and Middle Georgia Sports Network, and the Westfield Schools. So, Aiden Mazingo, Trent Jackson at the Panther Pit. Been a great night of football. We'll see you guys next week on Middle Georgia Sports Network. Out.